following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports. Radio Plus Sports.
To the end zone. Touchdown. Fond du Lac. 40. He's gone. 30. 20. Touchdown. Spring.
Radio Plus Sports. Recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence as the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state.
And the Fond du Lac Cardinals have snapped Kimberly's 70-game winning streak.
High school games video streaming live at RadioPlusInfo.com. That's right. Watch the biggest games live, too.
Touchdown, Fond du Lac!
Broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic,
Bondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement,
Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive,
Taco Bell, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane,
Pioneer Pit Stop, The Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, LK Interior Systems, Silica for your home,
Radom and Stone Landscape, the offices of Everson and Gibbs, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal,
Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Canberra Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marchant Schmidt, New Medical Center, Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly, DDS,
Condex Corporation, Fox Valley Savings Bank, BCI Birth, Marian University.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com. Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Welcome into Fruth Memorial Field, Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's Fond du Lac and the Franklin High School Sabres this evening from Fruth Memorial Field. Glad to have you along here on Radio Plus Info. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King, Cullen King, no relation, on the mics here tonight, and looking forward to a good game between two of the top 6 teams in Division I, the reigning state champion Division I Franklin Sabres and the Fond du Lac High School Cardinals, who, Cullen, in 2 years ago, if they'd have had a state championship, maybe that would have been the Fondy Cardinals. So we're talking about two teams that in recent history have certainly been near the top of Division I.
Well, yeah, the Fondy program has really turned around here in the last 10 years. That 2020 season, the COVID year, they had probably the team to beat in Division I with Badger running back Braylon Allen and Minnesota Duluth linebacker, but was a quarterback at the time, Kyle Walljasper. Looking at the teams this year, Franklin lost quarterback Miles Burkett to the University of Wisconsin. Fond du Lac returns 9 of their 11 starters on offense. The only changes coming in at quarterback, Connor Klappert has been replaced by Steven Schreider, and receiver Josh Reitz graduated, and they now have a receiver by committee, as we saw last week.
Yeah, a lot of big plays for Fondy in the second half. Found themselves in a little bit of trouble, but in that second half, able to outscore Kettle Moraine 21-6, and certainly put themselves off to a good start this season. Real test here tonight. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we will continue on. Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues. You've been watching on Radio Plus Info. Stay with us.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors: Dan Sprader, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Ellistad, Matt Moses, Jeff Will, Ben Beercheek, and Pam Tollefson. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson... When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. all you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name is Jim. Came to New Medical for bad knee pain. Before that, I couldn't squat, kneel. I had difficulty getting in my truck. 12 weeks later, things are getting better and improving every day.
Hi there, my name is Steve. I had a lot of pain in my right knee due to arthritis. The results I've experienced have been a lot less pain in my knee. I'm able to walk up and down steps a lot better than I was. I would highly recommend the procedure to anybody that's been talking to an orthopedic surgeon. They wanted to perform a full knee replacement on me, and I thought I'm pretty young for that, so I was looking for other alternatives.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
The Raidman.
Welcome back, Radio Plus Info. It's the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King, Cullen King up here in the press box at Fruth Memorial Field. About 15 minutes or so till kickoff. And Cullen, looking back at the stat sheet from last week, thanks to Wisp Sports, 32 rushing attempts for Franklin in week 1, 40 rushing attempts for Fondy. As soon as you got up here in the press box, you said tonight's going to be a dogfight. Why you pick that word?
Well, it's a word we use a lot around our team is dogfight. I'm imagining Franklin, new quarterback. They're going to pound the ball a lot, but they do like to go through the air. They are an aggressive team. Fond du Lac likes to set up their inside run game early on in the game, call off 3-4 yards, hit a big play action pass, and set up Eichenbrook for second half. Most of his yards came in the second half as he chunked away and just wore away at the Kettle Moraine defense, and maybe they'll do the same tonight with Franklin.
That's a good point. You look at Eichenbrook's rushing numbers, just 3.8 yards per carry, but as you said, that was much lower, just kind of kept chipping away, and Fondy imposed their will late on in that game. Week 1 for the Franklin Sabres was a loss. They lost to Catholic Memorial, Division 4 team, 34-28 in that one, but yet still respected in the coaches' poll, still find themselves ranked one slot ahead of Fondy. I think everyone knows Catholic Memorial is a good program. I think everyone knows the defending state champion. That brings back quite a bit of talent yet, and you lose a good quarterback, but Franklin just keeps churning out a lot of talent, and I think you see that the only team with one loss, the only team that's 0-1 in the top 10, according to the coaches' poll this week, is Franklin, and that's just respect for a good program.
Well, Jordan, Catholic Memorial might be the best team in the state, whether of division.
Yeah.
They return a ton, and they are constantly top team in Division 4. And I mean, even you see it, like, it's high school football. Everyone's the same age. Everyone plays the same. Everyone works just as hard. It doesn't matter division at this point.
Yeah, certainly the great equalizer is everyone is the same age, got the same classes out there. So we are going to continue with the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Coming up next, Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Nick Roosh caught up with the Fondy head coach, Coach Pluker, and that's coming up next here on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Stay with us.
Family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Mishaps like accidents, auto glass chips, and breakage happen. So it's good to know that the new state-of-the-art Holiday Collision and Glass Center is here for you. Count on Team Holiday for expert collision and paintwork, mobile auto glass fixes and replacement, paintless dent repair, and much more.
This is 2022 Heisman candidate Braylon Allen. As a running back, I know how it feels to be in a collision. When your vehicle needs rehab, trust the Holiday Collision Center to get it done right. Drive Holiday and discover the difference.
memories deserve real cameras.
Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues on Radio Plus Video Sports. Fond and Franklin Friday night at Fruth. All the F's dialed in today. And Sam Pluker, the head coach of the Fond du Lac Cardinals, with us on the phone line. Sam, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so Fondy down 14-0 this past Friday night to Kettle Moraine. You got a score before half. You rattled off some more points. You go on a nice tear. What'd you see on tape going back to last Friday?
Yeah, so I think if you look at the beginning, I think as a new coaching staff and really coming in, we didn't necessarily put our players in the best position to succeed for the first quarter. But once we all got in the rhythm of the game and we got some confidence, we just kind of let the kids go out there and show their natural talent and compete as a team. You kind of saw that go through. I was really proud overall being down 14-0. There was no hesitation from any player, anyone on the coaching staff. We made the changes that we needed to, and the results showed in the end. It was, to get that first touchdown, kind of a monkey off your back. Then it seemed like things were going. Then it seemed like things were flowing, and you got the momentum back. 100%. I think if you kind of watched before that first touchdown, there's a lot of players playing a little bit hesitant, a little bit nervous, and once that touchdown came, once the momentum came, there was like you said, a monkey off the back for both coaches and players, and then it was just back to what we've trained the whole entire year for, and they're just back to having fun, playing football, and trusting their abilities. A tough customer coming up at Fruth on Friday night. Division I state champion Franklin comes to Fruth, and they, of course, Miles Burkett, one of the great players, graduating, going to Wisconsin. What does Franklin have? What do you see from the Sabres? So Franklin will be, once again, an extremely talented team who's extremely well coached. They're good in all phases of the game. There really isn't a ton of areas you can attack on them. You have to beat Franklin by playing better than them. They're not going to shoot themselves in the foot. They're not going to be put in bad positions. They're going to be put in great positions. They have success, and they have great athletes. So we're going to have to come out there and play our best game and make sure that we're putting our players in the best position to be successful as well. Sam, what is the biggest key to Friday night against Franklin? What do you think? Well, I think for us as a team, it's starting off right away and not having that first quarter of feeling them out like we did versus Kettle Moraine. It's being able to start right from the first snap, playing at our full capacity and not taking a quarter and a half to get to that. So coming out with a lot of momentum, coming out with a lot of passion, and making sure that we're starting the game ready to go, and that we're using the warm-up to get ourselves prepared to play the best we possibly can be. Any injuries coming out of the Kettle Moraine to the Franklin game, Sam? No, we're all healthy, which is awesome. Yeah. Sam Pluker, the head coach of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Anything else to mention, Sam, for the interview, or else we're all good? Nope, we're all good. All right. Thanks, man. We'll see you at the game coming up on Friday night. All right. Thank you. All right. Take care. That's Sam Pluker, head coach of the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Back with more. Part of the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues next thing.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are two reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name's Gary. I had arthritis really bad in my right knee over 3 months ago. Couldn't really do anything, couldn't do stairs, just simple stuff. And now I can do things I couldn't do before. I can climb stairs, walk, anything. My spine's better, and my personal opinion is you're a fool not to get this done.
Hi, my name is Joni. I came here because I needed a new knee, but I didn't want to go through all that surgery and everything. I'm very pleased with it. And the reason I did it because I couldn't go up and down stairs very well. I couldn't work too long hours and had a hard time getting in and out of the car. I had to lift my knee up. And now I can do all those things. And I have no pain, and I would recommend it to everyone, and I have.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. Jordan King, Cullen King up here in the press box, ready for some Friday Night Lights. 5 minutes till kick. The Bauer Chiropractic injury report. See, got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer, Bauer Chiropractic, voted Fond du Lac's favorite chiropractor in a recent Reader's Choice poll. And Fondy's still healthy, and at this point, you hope you're still healthy. It's not always the case, Cullen, but you hope you're still healthy early on in the season because football's a physical game. The dings end up coming. You just hope that you can hold out as long as possible with those.
Well, this year I think we're seeing a lot less injuries in general because last year you played your spring season, then you got about a month off, and then it was right into summer workouts into the fall season, and a lot of guys carry over injuries.
Let's move straight on to the Baker Cheese starting lineups, part of the Integrity Tool Saw and Tool pregame show. Start your new career today at Baker Cheese. Visit bakercheese.com to find out how you can apply today. Starters on offense for the Fondy Cardinals. Number 1, Steven Schreider. He's the signal caller and quarterback. Last week, 50% completion percentage, had a couple of big completions later on in the ball game, leading the Cards back to the victory. Number 2 is Tyler Brandner. He's out wide. Ethan Basler, the tight end. Everyone knows number 16, Braden Eigenbrot. He's going to tote the rock for the Cards. 5'10", 175-pound senior running back. Number 18 is a senior, Ethan Wagner-Lang, one of the captains for the Cards. 6'5", out wide, big-bodied receiver. Number 44, fullback Max Mengel, starting lineup, and then into the trenches. 54, Luke Wayner. 66, Mason Schnell. 68, Matt Roosh. 77, Caleb Kotke, and Cameron Schmidt wears 78. Goes 6'3", 300 on that offensive line. So experience coming back on the offensive line. As you mentioned, Cullen, 9 of these 11 are returning starters. So a lot to look forward to. And if you're the Cards, this is a big chance. You have a lot of returning players, a lot of hype after last week. Now's the time when you can put it on the field against a very good Franklin team. And, there's a good litmus test early on in the season.
Well, yeah, it's a great test for the Cardinals coming in here week 2, last non-conference game before you get into the FEA season, which is a tough football conference, a tough conference in every sport. But if you prove it this week and put out a win against the Franklin, who is a usual state powerhouse, and I mean that speaks volumes for Coach Sam Pluker and the Fondy Cardinals.
No doubt about that, and heard Coach Pluker there with Nick, and just continue to pound the rock, lean on Eigenbrot. It's been a recipe for success certainly through the first week. Just to recap last week, 286 yards through the air, and then Eigenbrot had 130 of the 138 yards for the Cardinals on the ground. Eigenbrot, 34 totes, 130 yards, scored that touchdown. And then, as I mentioned, a couple of big plays. Tyler Brandner caught the other 2 touchdown passes. He had 4 for 105 last week, along with Ethan Wagner-Lang, who went 6 for 64. And then Calvin Mullins caught the big pass, 52 yards was his only catch, but it was a big one. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. We're going to take a timeout here. This is the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Jordan King, Cullen King up here in the press box, and you're watching on Radio Plus Info. Stay with us.
Now more than ever, hospitality, restaurants, and retail enterprises demand the quality and innovation LK Interior Systems delivers. EIS takes ever-changing design trends and transforms them into meaningful and memorable customer experiences. Take pride in your work and apply at lkinteriorsystems.com.
Hi, I'm Shannon Schill from LK Interior Systems in Fond du Lac. We are thrilled to be adding to our family. Our shift times can be uniquely flexible because we understand that there's life outside of work. Go to lkinteriorsystems.com to learn more about our open positions.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake-turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
I think the thing that makes Holiday worth the trip is the people inside the building.
They all share a common goal of taking care of the customer.
There's a true team culture here. You see it, you feel it, and it makes the customer experience so much better.
Navigate today's car market with confidence and drive inspired with Team Holiday on your side. Say yes to enticing offers and get more for your trade. Choose one that's in stock today or reserve one that's on the way.
Find yours and discover the difference.
At Holiday Mazda, Fond du Lac.
It's worth the trip.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops just for your space. And buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Hey, I'm Jeff Cornelli. I'm the owner of Tavern on the Avenue, Bob's on the Avenue, Just Love Coffee on the Avenue. Just Love Coffee is a franchise out of Nashville, Tennessee. We actually interviewed 30 different people, and these people are above and beyond better than anybody else. 90% of the money that is made in the coffee shop is donated to charities. There's nothing in Fond du Lac like this business. It's very upscale, it's family oriented. We got kids games, the kids can play their games, the families can come here at birthday parties and have coffee at the same time.
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. Jordan King and Cullen King with you up here in the broadcast booth. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Right now it's the Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. From doors to gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. That's going to conclude the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. Glad to have you along, and it's going to be the Franklin Sabres kicking it deep to Fondy to get this thing started off. Fondy moving left to right, headed towards that south end zone to get started. Franklin in their away whites with the gold letters and the black trim, black helmets. Fondy, that home black with the cardinal red numbers. That kick is going to sail into the end zone. It's a good one, and Fondy will get things started. Physical on this side of the field, but touchback, and Fondy will get things started at their own 20-yard line.
I would expect the Cardinals to come out early inside run with their H-back tight end combo up the middle, get Eichenbrock going early. Just try to wear this Franklin Sabres defense out and see what they can do through the air later on in the game.
You know, you look at the program, and Eigenbrot doesn't necessarily jump off the page, 5'10", 175 pounds, but like you said, he wears the opponent down despite having what is not a traditionally, huge running back size and profile. Schreider in the shotgun takes the snap. They're not going to run. It's out to the far side. That's Brandner. Catches it. Got a couple of blockers ahead, and he's going to get pickup 9.
Back to your point, I don't even know if Braden's even 5'10". He is a small guy, gets under blocks. Great call by the Cardinals. Start with the screen pass. They're probably thinking the same thing I was, run up the middle. But get that out there. Probably take a shot here on second down. Second and short, you can always run it on third.
Yeah, especially with a guy like Eigenbrot, who you feel comfortable with, potentially a shot play here. Jet motion, that's a fake. They're going to run it up with Eigenbrot. He's going to pick up the first down, bulldoze his way ahead. Going to give him about 3 yards and an early first down. Got to like that if you're Fondy, getting into some rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, early first down, keep the chains moving, keep your play calls fresh. I mean, I'm sure the Cardinals start with some kind of play script, 10, 15 plays, try to get to see what they can do later on in the game.
So a quick first down, just a couple of plays. Got to the perimeter early, tried to spread him out, then bulldozed up the middle. Here you go, man in motion. That's 18, Wagner Lang. Now going to send him back to the bottom of the screen. Hand is to Eigenbrot. His second carry goes nowhere. Give him no gain on that. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Middle linebacker, great fill, coming through the middle. Got through the zone blocking scheme of the Cardinals. And, I mean, they practice too. I mean, they're going to know what you're going to do.
No doubt about it. And, a lot of size up front for Franklin as well. They're going to stop something now. I think one of the Franklin players, maybe an equipment situation, something was pointed to by an official, and they sent number 25, that's Tegan Fox, sent him out of the game and had something he pulled off his wrist as he was headed there.
Could have just been bleeding.
Could be. 2 receivers to the near side, couple in the backfield. Into the slant, that's caught. Ethan Wagner Lang trying to break a tackle. And there's a big chunk play for Fondy. We saw him do it in the second half, but Schreider was right on the money with that one. And another first down for the Cards.
I mean, on that defense, it was a 3-4 front. They walked up their outside linebacker, got into like a 3-3 stack, cover 2 shell by the defense. No huddle by the Cardinals here.
Yeah, like the aggression for the Cardinals. In motion, the jet sweep is tossed. This is around the right side. That's Dulski. And Dulski's going to pick up another 3. Fondy keeps turning it.
I think people forget to mention that is a pass attempt because it goes forward. So
that's right. I won't jip Schreider out of some yards there. They're going to give him 4 on falling ahead. So Schreider 3 for 3, 34 yards. That's a good start for him.
Tight end, 2 H-backs here for the Cardinals. So probably something tight.
Looks like a running formation, that's for sure. Turn, hand to Eigenbrot. There's a hole on the far side, but he gets stacked up.
Ball came out.
But Eigenbrot hopped right back on top of it. 2 yards for Eigenbrot, so he did get something. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Dulski back into the game.
Dulski seems to be more their speed threat, that jet touch pass. Kind of more your deep shot guy where Ethan Wagner Lane's your sure handout at receiver.
So Dulski's on the near side. We'll see if they maybe do send him deep. Motioning Mengel back into the backfield. Here's the snap. Eigenbrot gets it. Hole, cut, and breaks the tackle. Oh, I thought he was going to slip out of an arm tackle. Eigenbrot totes it ahead, gains about 8 yards, and another first down for the Cardinals.
Great play call. Start out in a tripped bunch off to the far side of the field. Motion back in your H-back. Get him as your lead blocker on a little inside zone run.
First down means moving the chains. That's presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call them, then call the movers. So the Cardinals, this will be the 8th play of this drive, and everything has moved forward for them. Eigenbrot once again going to pick up another 4 yards. The push that the front line is getting here, Cullen. I mean, Eigenbrot's not getting touched till 3 yards down the field.
No, I think Coach Pluker's seeing something there. They went back to that play again, and if you chunk 4 yards every play, that's a first down every 3 plays.
8 minutes and 17 seconds here left in the first quarter. First drive of the game for either team, and Fondy's moving it nicely down the field. Schreider staying in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to the near side. Another slant play. Oh, just over the outstretched hands of number 4 for the Sabres. Emmanuel Omani Joseph might have thought he should have brought that one down. Dangerous pass.
Yeah, I mean, I think they changed their defense up. They dropped their outside linebacker and try to take away the slant after the big slant play. And you got to see that and hit your next read and check it down.
So 3 for 4, though. Still a good start for Schreider. And this is 3rd and 7, so it's the longest that Fondy has had to contend with on a 3rd down thus far tonight. Schreider takes the snap, looks the check down and just out of the reach of Eigenbrot. Eigenbrot would have had to have broken a couple of tackles to have enough for the first down anyway, but a couple of incompletions back-to-back here for Schreider as the Fondy offense stalls a little bit. 4th and 7, this is kind of no man's land.
I mean, they're going to go. You're inside your own 30, and we haven't seen the Cardinals kick a field goal yet this year. I mean, Eichenbro is their kicker. I don't know what he can hit from. I didn't get to see it during warm-ups, so keep it on the field. I mean, if you turn it over, they got the ball at their own 30. It's like a punt.
No doubt about it. So here is Schreider on a big 4th down early on. A little bit of pressure up the middle. Steps forward, now steps back again, looking downfield into the end zone and just over the outstretched hands of Brandner. Brandner came free, but that was a difficult pass, and moving kind of across his body, that's a difficult throw for Schreider to make.
Yeah, Steven did a great job breaking the sack, keeping the play alive, and just trying to get something downfield. He had him. He had 2 guys on one, made the right play, just tough throw to make. And I mean, I think the Cardinals saw a lot of good on that drive. It's on the Cardinal defense to get a stop.
There's no doubt about it. That's a positive opening drive despite not putting any points on the board.
All right. I mean, you're not happy about it, but it's a great start.
Signal caller for Franklin is Boston Halloran, as Fondy's going to have a substitute come out. And again, one of the Fondy players, that's Corbin Hanrahan, who's pulling something off his arm. I'm not sure.
Number 6, Jeremiah McGee subbed in for him.
Here's the hand, and the only 2 rushers for the Franklin Sabres are Terrence Shelton and the quarterback, Boston Halloran. Shelton only picks up 1 there. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
He is a big running back in comparison to Eichenbrot.
No doubt.
He is a big guy.
So it's not, you don't get many options for carrying the football despite the 2 guys in the backfield right now. Rolling to the near side, looking downfield, pressure from the Cardinals, stepping away from it is Halloran, and now he's going to run around the right side, lowers the shoulder and spun around. He hangs on to the football. He's going to gain about 3 yards. That's all said and done. That's pretty good from Halloran, but that was a tough run.
They tried to set up a bootleg pass out of play action, and the Cardinals had good coverage on it, didn't bite on the run, broke off a sack and went back the other way.
Going to be about 3rd and 5, long 5, or 3rd and 6. So they're going to give him 4 on the previous carry. And a chance here for Fondy to put some pressure on, maybe get off the field early. Here's Halloran looking to the near side. That's his top target. Breaking a tackle. This is Brooks. Brooks around the right side, and he's going to pick up the first down just enough. He's going to get 8.
Screen pass, get it to your, looks to be, he's great with the ball in his hands. Makes a few guys miss, gets the first down.
Go
ahead.
Jocks Brooks, 5 for 37 last week. Franklin didn't have a lot through the air. They didn't score a single touchdown, all 4 of them coming on the ground last week against Catholic Memorial. But he is one of the top targets for the Sabres.
Well, if you look at their sets, it looks to be a lot of single back runs.
No doubt. Here's another run, second run of the night for Terrence Shelton. He picks up another single yard. So early on, Fondy doing a nice job defensively. Inside, obviously, that's anchored by Jayton Beauchamp. And he does a nice job for the Cardinals. They're big up front as well on both sides of the football. And doing a nice job early on that inside run, as you mentioned.
I mean, they get a lot of sacks, but a lot of their sacks are coming in coverage. The Cardinal DBs are great in coverage.
Oh, here's a big hole on the right side, cutting through and knifing his way down inside Cardinal territory goes Shelton. That was the biggest gain of the night so far, by far, for the Sabres. Klapperick on the tackle.
Former quarterback last year, playing safety this year.
Ball into Cardinal territory at the 42. They're going to say that was a 17-yard pickup. Halloran kind of in the pistol, turns, gives to Shelton. Shelton, oh, he's met, and what a stop. Hit hard, that's number 9, Helden Krieger, who hit him hard in the backfield, -2 yards on that one, and just came smoking through the line.
This is 2 weeks in a row now that we've seen the team, the Cardinals, playing, not huddling up. They get their signals in from their coaches, look at their wristband, and then line up off of that.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top. At the top, that is Jocks Brooks. One running back, that's Shelton. Here's the read option down the middle. There's a seam pass, and Franklin's going to get on the board. 83, Dylan Drakowski takes it 41 yards to the house, and Franklin has the first lead of the ball game, 6-0.
Play action, froze the safeties, seam route up the middle, split them. Just great play call there.
So after a first down when they put Franklin behind the chains, Fondy gives up the big 43-yard touchdown after the loss.
Yeah, Cardinal offense now has to come out, try to respond to that. They had a good first drive, kind of stalled out around the 30, but they got to come out here and put a solid drive together, wear some clock off, and try to end it with points.
Connor Kisnarich puts it through. It's 7-0, 4:48 to go. We'll take 30 seconds. You're watching Fondy Football on Radio Plus Info.
Mishaps like accidents, auto glass chips, and breakage happen. So it's good to know that the new state-of-the-art Holiday Collision and Glass Center is here for you. Count on Team Holiday for expert collision and paintwork, mobile auto glass fixes and replacement, paintless dent repair, and much more.
This is 2022 Heisman candidate Braylon Allen. As a running back, I know how it feels to be in a collision. When your vehicle needs rehab, trust the Holiday Collision Center to get it done right. Drive Holiday and discover the difference.
Welcome back to Fruth Memorial Field. Franklin going to get ready to kick it back off. Kisnarich will send it deep to the Cardinals. One of the 2 back there is Tyler Brandner, one of their receivers, and Tanner Dulski, one of their other receivers. A couple of speedy guys back there hoping to give Fondy some good field position, but Kisnarich does what he did last time. Not going to have a lot of opportunities to run it back, but this should be one. And no, they're going to let it bound into the end zone, back to the 20. A little bit of a miscommunication perhaps. So 4:48 to go here in the first quarter. It's 7-0. Franklin, it was a 7-play scoring drive, and they took it 71 yards to get on the board here first, and ended up with that long 43-yard pass from Halloran to Drakowski.
Franklin moved the ball down the field quick. I mean, they got tackled for a loss on 2 plays, but they came back 2 big plays in that drive. Big plays can be sustainable, but not usually. So they got to try to put more of a rhythm together on offense.
Steven Schreider back into the ball game. Eigenbroek to his left, and I think someone flinched. Yeah, there's a false start, and after you give up a touchdown, that's not necessarily how you want the next possession to start, Colin.
You never want to start a drive with a false start or any kind of penalty. I mean, you never really want penalties in football. It's going to happen, but, I mean, you really don't want to see it, especially when you're down, and try to put something together.
Crazy how momentum works. It looked like Fondy had it all. Stall out. Franklin comes down, and now everything with the false start, and you're 1st and 15. How does Schreider respond? He's got a couple in the backfield. Turns, gives to Eigenbroek, who cuts once, cuts twice, and is slung down. He's going to gain 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 12.
I mean, that seems to be his first half numbers, 3, 4, 2, 5. He doesn't bounce the big runs until later in the second half. He's got to wear the defense down.
That's 6 carries for 20 yards, unofficial statistics here. 2nd and 11. They're going to give him 4 yards. And that's something I noticed last week just going back and watching some of that Fondy game as Eigenbroek finishes runs. He falls forward, gets that extra yard. It looks like they got him down for 2. He gains 4. That does wear a defense down. Here's Eigenbroek once again. There he is falling forward again. He's going to pick up another 4. Set up a 3rd and 7, which isn't ideal, but it looks more manageable after you take a false start penalty.
Right, and if they didn't get behind the sticks on first down, it's 3rd and 2 instead of 3rd and 7. Cardinals screen pass, maybe a draw, maybe another deep shot. Who knows? They don't really, to me, it doesn't seem like they really have what they want to do on 3rd down yet quite. I mean, new coach, dealing with new team, new players, so they'll get it.
Big 3rd down here for the Cardinals, trying to stay on the field. If nothing else, just extend the drive and maybe try to chip away at some of this momentum, get it back. Schreider in the backfield has his pass bad. It looked like his arm was hit. Ball got there. DB thought it had hit the turf, but Ethan Wagner-Lang able to scoop it up, and the Cards are out to the 35.
I mean, the Franklin defense sent a stunt on that left side, slanted their left side defensive end out and brought their linebacker in behind it. Schreider just threw it quick before the blitz. Got to him.
12 yards on that completion. Schreider, no huddle once again for Fondy. Man in motion to the near side, now sending Wagner-Lang back to the top. Here's Eigenbroek. Oh, slammed in the backfield. He's going to lose a pair.
I think Franklin's expecting the Cardinals to come out and run the ball early on 1st, 2nd down, try to make them throw the football.
7-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. 2 minutes and 50 seconds and ticking down here in the first quarter. Jordan King, Cullen King with you, Fruth Memorial Field. Week 2 of the WIAA high school football season. Fondy 1-0, ranked number 6 in the state. Franklin lost to Catholic Memorial, and they are 0-1. Here's Eigenbroek over the left side, knifes his way forward, and that's a better gain there. He's going to get the 2 back plus a couple more, give him 6.
Well, there it is again. 1st, 2nd down run. Probably throw again here on 3rd down. But I think the Franklin Sabres, if any baseball people out there, are trying to get the Cardinals to pitch backwards from their usual strategy and try to get them to throw on 1st and 2nd down, run it on 3rd. But I think the Cardinals are going to stick to their guns. It's early in the game.
3rd and 6. They just converted a 3rd and 7. Here is a touch pass to Dulski. Dulski trying to get the edge. Has a block and taken down. Nice tackle around the edge by Manny Joseph, and he saved even more for the Cardinals, but there's another 1st down into Franklin territory. It's at the 49.
That's a great tackle. Joseph came all the way around behind the line, tried to jump the pass early, followed Dulski all the way around the formation and made a tackle from behind.
So 2 Fondy drives starting at their own 22 Fondy drives that have at least made it into Franklin territory. They're at the 49-yard line. That is another 1st down presented by Addison Jones. Here's Eigenbroek on 1st down. He's going to gain another 3. I'll tell you what, you mentioned it early, Cullen. Tanner Dulski on those touch passes, if he gets the edge, he all of a sudden becomes a dangerous player.
He's great with the ball in his hands out in open field. He's fast. He makes guys miss.
So 2nd and 7, or a long 6 for Fondy. Schreider stays in the shotgun. And did we have movement on the Fondy offensive line again? Yeah, they did.
Yes.
I think they got it on that left side of the line after came from the top of the field. So now it's going to be 2nd and 11 or 12.
It's 78. Cameron Schmidt jumped on that play. I think that's the 2nd time he's jumped. He is a junior, so still got another year left in him, trying to work out the kinks.
2 receivers to the top on a 2nd and 11. Here is Dulski. Dulski makes a man miss, and he is slung down. The pile gets pushed forward, so he's going to get the penalty yardage back and a couple more, and it's going to be a 3rd and 5 for Fondy.
Tunnel screen, beat their press coverage. Linemen went out to kick out the DBs. The wideouts came in, get back on the linebackers and give them a little lane to run.
Probably 4 down territory here, Colin. Are you, if you're Fondy?
Yeah, I mean, going off
Depends
of last.
what you get here, maybe.
Right, off last week. They punted maybe twice.
Yeah. Here is Eigenbroek. He spins forward. He's not going to get the 1st down, but it's going to be a 4th and 2. Gains a couple.
looks to me like the Cardinal offense will stay out on the field. Probably, I would think they're going inside. Probably another run to Eichenbrook, and I mean that he's going to get you 2-3 yards every play, and that's what you need to get the first down.
No doubt. That's what he's shown. That's going to tick the clock to zeros here at the end of the first quarter. On the Quest Interior scoreboard, it is the Franklin Sabres 7, the Fond Cardinals 0. We'll come back with the second quarter, pardon me. Jordan King, Cullen King from Fruth Field. You're watching Fondy Football on Radio Plus Info.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
All that melty cheese you crave with Double the Steak is back at Taco Bell. The Double Steak Grilled Cheese Burrito.
Glad to have you back here at Fruth Memorial Field. And did Franklin jump? Who jumped first? A lot of pointing both ways, but Fondy is starting to march backwards. Now on 4th and 7, close to midfield. Now that maybe we see a punt, we'll see.
They're going to go. Coach Pluker likes to go for it. Oh, no, punt.
Yeah, they're going to send the punt team out there. Frustrating for the Cardinals, no doubt. Penalties on that drive specifically. Had 3 false starts. Otherwise, as we mentioned on the first possession, looked pretty good when they weren't putting themselves behind the chains.
Yeah, they're chunking yards against the Franklin defense. They just need to stay ahead of the chains, stay disciplined, and hopefully get a stop here on the Franklin offense.
So the ball sits at the 46. That's where this drive is going to stall out. And I think Franklin's going to take a timeout. They will. Haven't had a second tick off here in the second quarter on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Franklin leads at 7-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Come back. You're watching Fondy Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-Store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part? No reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's fishlicious.
7-0. It's a Franklin Sabre lead over the Fondy Cardinals. Just starting the second quarter here after Fondy had a 4th and 2 and jumped a little early, had the false start, so it's 4th and 7. And they're going to send, Eichenbroek's back out there, but
I think he's the punter.
They still got, that's right. Eichenbroek is the punter. Dangerous guy to have back there on a punter should you decide to fake it. I don't think Fondy's going to do that here. All told, Fondy gained, give him 34 yards on that possession before stalling out inside of, 44 yards after. And Eichenbroek he's thought about it and punts it deep. This is going to bound into the end zone, kind of that rugby-style punt, and it's going to turn things back over to the Franklin offense at their own 20.
You see that a lot in high school, the rugby-style punt with an athletic guy, because if they see the lane, they're just going to tuck up and duck behind that line pulling out, or they'll punt it away, and it's usually a guy with not the best leg for a punter,
sure,
but it gets him out, gets him in moving, and touchback punt.
No doubt about it. 11:53 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
The funny thing about special teams, a touchback on a kickoff, great kick. Touchback on a punt, you're like, why?
You're giving up yards.
Yeah.
So back to work go the Sabres. Haven't been under center very often, actually at all today. Here they go under center. Turn handing to Shelton, and Shelton's going to be bundled up right away. No gain on that one.
I think the Cardinals see when they go into their single back set and when they get into their I formation, single back they have stretch, ISO, and then they have a little bootleg off of their stretch run. I formation, we've only seen it once tonight, and it's a little ISO up the middle behind the fullback.
Beauchamp and Danner both in there just clogging things up for Fondy. It was a 7-play, only 7 plays Franklin ran in that first quarter, but it led to a 7-0 lead. Fondy puts some pressure on. There's a screen pass floating out and catching the pass at the top side of the field, trying to get a number over there for Franklin. 88, I think, is who that is, and or 83, Dylan Drakowski. That's Drakowski's second catch. He caught the big 43-yard touchdown.
Rory Schmidt made the tackle there, number 22. He's a senior. Tracked over from his position at linebacker to make the tackle. Wasn't a screen pass. Checked it down after the pressure.
So 2 catches here early on for Franklin. There's a screen pass out to the running back, and Shelton is ridden down in the backfield. They're going to lose 3 on that play.
Great read by Halden, number 9, Halden Krieger, to get out and make a tackle on that swing pass behind the line of scrimmage. Extended handoff, try to get your playmakers in space, but great play by the linebacker for the Cardinals.
Well, not to bring up bad memories, but the last time Fondy had Franklin in this situation behind the change, it was 2nd and 12 when they gave up the 43-yard touchdown, and now they got it in 2nd and 13. Here's a whistle and a second timeout here of the first half for Franklin. We're going to take it with them. Franklin trying to move the ball against Fondy. They lead at 7-0. 10:35 to go here in the first half. You're watching Fondy football on Radio Plus Info.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors: Dan Sprader, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Ellistad, Matt Moses, Jeff Will, Ben Beercheek, and Pam Tollefson. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back here at Fruth Memorial Field, Jordan King, Cullen King. It's Franklin versus Fondy, a top 6 matchup in the state of Wisconsin in Division I. Boston Holloran, the quarterback for Franklin, is white hot. I have him for 5 for 5, and he's got 65 yards so far, 60 of those coming to Drakowski. Here's trying to set up a screen pass, gets it to his running back, and breaking a couple of tackles is Shelton. Shelton down the left side, driven down there, and that is another big play after Fondy had him in 2nd and long. They set up a bubble screen, and they're into Fondy territory down at the 33-yard line.
Well, they slip Shelton out into space against Fond du Lac's zone defense, get their blocks, and number 14, Caleb Nels, made the touchdown-saving tackle. A guy very near and dear to my heart is Caleb.
Holloran will be in the shotgun formation. That was a gain of 34 yards. Couple of slants. Holloran looking over the middle of the field. That's a little too high for Jocks Brooks.
Nels breaks up the tackle again, and don't let him fool you. He's been 4 years at Fond du Lac, but was a Ledger growing up. Started playing football with us, and it's good to see him out here making plays for the Cardinals.
Big play there. He has the task, at least on that play, of trying to lock up Jocks Brooks. He did that. 2nd and 10. Holloran back into the shotgun. This looks a little bit more like a running formation too, but they're going to throw it. Brooks tipped. Oh, and they're right on cue. Nails almost made the play. I think it went off of his hands and Brooks' hands on its way through 3rd and 10.
They play defense for a reason, right?
That's right.
He's got a tough job today. Man-to-man coverage on the weak side with their number 1, Brooks. Look to see him making plays over there on the weak side and man coverage all night.
10:06 to go here in the second quarter. 7-0. Franklin leads. It's 3rd and 10. Holloran takes the snap, looks to the far side of the field, now back to the near side. That's another high pass, tipped And the tip drill works for Franklin. Looks like they're going to pick up about 18 yards on this one. It was tipped first by Drakowski, and couldn't see who pulled that one in.
Yeah, I did not either. I mean, that's something you don't practice.
No, absolutely not. I think it was 82, Andrew Heumann. Yeah, it was Heumann who ended up grabbing that one. Gained 18 yards down to the 15. Halloran back into the shotgun. This is a little bit more what we expect from Franklin. Turn, hand to Shelton. Shelton going to pick up about 4, 2nd and 6.
I mean, we spoke on momentum earlier in the game, but that's just a momentum sucker for the Cardinals. You have them 3rd and 10. Great defensive play, tipped and caught. I mean, you got to make a goal line. You got to make a stand here in the red zone and try to steal that momentum back. I mean, even if they leave with 3 points, that's a win for the defense at this point.
One where you feel like you probably you played good enough defense on 3 or 4 plays in a row, and you got to stay out there. And it wasn't, it was an 18-yard pickup. Under center goes Halloran, turns, gives to Shelton. Shelton cuts to the left, stacked up there by a couple of Cardinals. Picks up 2 about. It's going to be about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
I mean, the Cardinal D-line kind of swallowed that run up. Linebackers came down, and that's just gritty football right now.
3rd and 4, and Franklin is inside the Fondy 10. They're going to leave the 3 receivers out there, 1 tight end, single back as they have all night tonight, and Halloran is going to go under center. Can the Fondy Cardinals stand up to the Sabres here down near the goal line? From the 9, here's the snap. Play fake. Halloran trying to escape. Looks to the near side to his tight end. Spinning and scoring is Benjamin Verges. And Verges extends the lead. You want to talk about sucking the life out of it. Everything just kind of went quiet here on this near side after it looked like they might get a sack, and then Halloran just slippery and to the near side finds Verges for the touchdown.
I mean, he's 5'11", 176 pounds, athletic kid, out there running around, extend the play. Great quarterback play by Boston Halloran.
Here's Kisnerich, who's going to try to tack on another extra point. He does so. It's 14-0. 8:15 to go here in the first half. 14-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We're going to take a timeout. Come back with more Fondy football, and you're watching on Radio Plus Info.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents. Like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake-turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
14-0 here. The Sabres have the lead over the Cardinals, and it's not that Fondy hasn't played well offensively, Cullen. I mean, this is a couple of plays, couple of bounces that just didn't go their way on that drive. Feel like they played good enough defense, but sometimes those plays don't go your way. You got to battle back.
They need points on this drive.
No doubt about it. Here on the near side, this is Dulski. Dulski is speedy. He breaks it through a hole, cuts up the right side of the field, breaks the tackle, and he's into Franklin territory. Great return by Tanner Dulski. Caught it inside the 5, about the 6-yard line. Returned it all the way back to the 47.
A little bit of life here on the Fondy side. 45 for Franklin. The kicker made a tackle. Cooper Miller. They don't practice tackling. All they do is kick and punt.
So that is some life again for Fondy. As you mentioned, this drive's going to start at the 47 of Franklin. And Fondy's just got to, you stay away from the penalties. They've shown they can move the ball against this Franklin defense. Schreider in the backfield, turns, Eigenbrot, and that is swallowed up. It's going to be a loss of 1.
Well, Franklin's walking up their middle linebacker over the center now, sending him hard on a blitz. But the Cardinals, the one advantage they have over the Sabres right now is on this sideline. You cannot see it on our broadcast, but they have a tent with a big TV under it. All the defensive players are under it right now watching the last drive. The offense has been doing the same, So they are getting real-time updates on what has been working and what they need to do.
12 carries for 33 yards for Eigenbrot. Not efficient, but we'll see if he continues to wear Franklin down like he did Kettle Moraine. Here's Schreider. Has a lot of time. Airs it out deep downfield. Caught inside the 15, down to the 11. And his favorite target, Tyler Brandner.
But there's a flag way back down by Schreider.
I wonder if it's there. Schreider's going up. Yeah, personal foul, roughing the passer. And so it'll be half the distance from there to be down inside the 10, down near the 5-yard line for the Cardinals.
As a quarterback, you like to see the quarterbacks getting protected. I mean, there's no reason to hit them after the ball's gone. I guess it's football. You're playing aggressive, but got to protect the guys.
36-yard gain for the Cardinals, and then another 5 or so on the penalty down to the 5.5-yard line. They got it. The play went down to the 11, half the distance from there. 7:26, Fondy has some life. Couple of Fondy fans on their feet now.
I look Mengel on a fullback dive.
Oh, good call. You had it, Cullen, and the refs blew it dead. They're going to send Ethan Wagner-Lang off the field and put Tanner Dalsky back out there. 7 minutes and 23 seconds counting down here in the first half. 14-0 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Well, the Cardinals don't go under center that often, and when they do, it's Schreider on a sneak, a dive with Eigenbrook, or a dive with Mengel.
That's a low snap. Gives to Eigenbrook. Eigenbrook breaks 2 tackles, fighting for the pylon. He's going to be a little bit short. Looked like he was down to about the 1. Man, he should have been wrapped up at about the 6. Bounced off a couple of Franklin Sabres defenders, and they're going to give it to him down to the 2-yard line, so a pickup of 3.
Hard, tough running. Ball is on the 1.
Yeah, down to the 1.
Here we go, back in that eye. Look, Mengel again.
And it is Mengel, pushed from Eigenbrot. All the Fondy fans are putting their hands up, and there's the referee putting his hands up. Max Mengel with the fullback dive. And Fondy chips away at the lead. That's a big touchdown before halftime.
Oh, yeah, now you're stealing momentum back. Great kick return by Dalsky. Then Brandner, the big play. Now they're back within a score. Defense is playing well. Maybe they'll get the ball before halftime and try to tie it up going into the halftime break.
Still over 6.5 minutes. And Eigenbrot was perfect last week, 4 for 4. He remains perfect on the season. It's 14-7. Fondy's chipping away at it. They still got time before halftime to get one more good defensive possession. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching Fondy Football on Radio Plus.
The greatest gift a parent can give their children is hope for a better tomorrow. We offer that Christian hope at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. WLA is a premier Christian high school open to the Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, and surrounding communities. We participate in the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and offer generous financial aid, making this private Christian education accessible to all. Schedule a tour today at WLAVikings.org.
6:48 before halftime here. Quest Interior scoreboard reads the Sabres 14, the Cardinals 7. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. All told, it was a 47-yard drive, and they did it in just 4 plays. Cullen, you mentioned the big shot downfield, 36 yards from Schreider to Brandner. And, of course, don't get there without the return from Dalsky.
No, great drive, but Eichenbrook, this has got to be tough on him. He's got to score, he's got to run the rock hard, he's got to catch, and then he's got to sit there and kick.
Yeah,
How are you focused on that?
No kidding. Back deep, and the return up the near side, and there's a flag coming in late. It was Jocks Brooks on the return, and we'll see what the flag is for. It was thrown at the 26-yard line. And I guess on a return, you just default to assuming it's a block in the back or a hold. They get a hold, so that's going to back them up inside their own 20-yard line. They'll be at the 16 to start this drive with 6 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first half. We'll keep it right here.
You know, kicking, I don't kick, but it seems to me a lot like golfing. I can barely golf. I don't know about you, Jordan. When I have a bad hole, this guy's scoring, taking hits, and then he's got a kick. I mean, that's impressive.
It's true. I can pretend to golf.
That's how I am too.
So the Sabres will continue. 7 for 9 for Halloran to start off his night. We'll get you some added up statistics at halftime. Halloran turns, hands to his running back Shelton. Shelton piled up in the backfield. We'll see if he got back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like he might have just got back to the line for a gain of nothing. But 7 for 9 here in the first half, 2 touchdowns through the air. You know, you can be a little bit misled by statistics. They ran it 32 times last year, but Cullen, you mentioned this is a team that can throw the football in Franklin.
Yeah, they are strong all around. I mean, if you look at their line, they're not very big, but they look quick out there.
So here is Halloran. Halloran in the shotgun. There's an out pass, beautiful pitch and catch, and I think that's going to be enough for a first down. It's going to be close, might be 3rd and inches. That was Andrew Heumann on the catch.
Simple route underneath the corner, kind of protecting the sticks. 3rd and 1. I would look for a handoff to Shelton. Oh no, he's trotting off the field. They're gonna go
empty set here.
Empty set. Wow.
So 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. It's Brooks down here on the near side, Jox Brooks on the near side. Halloran catches the ball. It's just a quarterback draw. He's gonna have enough for the first down. Pick up 2 or 3. Give him 2, and Halloran continues to move the chains. He's done a nice job, more than just managing this game. You know, senior quarterback, like you mentioned, he's to be behind such a talented quarterback for most of your high school career. You finally get your shot, and he's showing that Franklin's in good hands this year.
Well, I'm sure he learned a lot behind Burkett and is taking that and using that to good use. He's a good athlete, and he's making plays when they need to be made.
Halloran sprinting out to the left, now going to throw, and that's caught at the far side. That's Heumann once again, and Heuman's going to be driven out of bounds after another Franklin first down up to the 45-yard line. Going to give him 17 on that.
Well, the key to that play was Shelton, the running back, made a great block on the outside. Not only is he a good ball carrier and great in space, makes a good block to keep the play alive so they can get the first down and keep the ball moving.
Halloran gets Fondy to jump. That time it was number 99, Jayton Beauchamp. And Beauchamp's looking at the other side saying he was drawn offside, and on that side of the field they're marching backwards. No, they're gonna say it was Beauchamp. It didn't look like Beauchamp was drawn offside, and he wasn't. So 1st and 5.
Well, that's just something he's trying to jump the count. They looked to go on a clap and didn't watch the ball, and I mean he's right over the ball, didn't watch the ball and just went off sides.
5:15 to go here until halftime. Franklin has Fondy doubled up right now, 14-7, and Franklin is driving. Ball sits directly at midfield on the left hash. 2 receivers to the top, couple of tight ends to the near side, single back in the backfield with Halloran. That is Shelton. Here on a jet sweep, pitched forward. This is Brooks. Fondy doing a nice job stringing it out, and it's going to lose 2 yards. Great pursuit on the play. That's Jacob Haller.
Great play. Little score update from around the area. North Fondy is up 14 on Ripon, who has 7.
There you go. Good update from elsewhere. A couple receivers to the top, including Brooks. It's Heumann here at the bottom. Shelton in the backfield, and Halloran. Oh, good penetration from Fondy. Forced a quick throw, and a nice way to fight there. That was 83 Drakowski, and he gets just enough. Needed 6. He got about 6 and a couple inches to get the first down.
Great, hitch route, and he fought through the tackle just to get that little extra yard he needed.
And once again, you add his 4 for 4 on this drive. 11 for 13 start for Boston Halloran. Very, very efficient. Got the 2 touchdown passes as well. Halloran in an empty set. 3 to the near side, 2 to the top. Drops back, looking to go deep. He's got his man there, caught at the far side. It looks like Heumann down there. He dives into the end zone for the touchdown. And just like that, it's a 20-7 lead.
I mean, that is just, they got the athlete. They saw they had the speed on the outside. Run a go route, get it out quick, and let your playmakers make the play.
45-yard touchdown pass from Halloran to Heumann. And Holloran's got three touchdown passes to 3 different receivers. One to Verges, one to Human, and one to Drakowski here in the first half. And pending this extra point, it'd be 21-7 lead for the defending state champion Franklin Sabres. Field goal is up and through, so it is indeed 21-7. So a good response if you're a Franklin fan, if you're a Fondy fan. That was the first drive where you felt maybe they left something out there on the defensive side. 4:15 to go here until halftime. 21-7 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Jordan King, Cullen King with you from Fruth Field. We'll come back. You're watching Fondy Football on Radio Plus Info.
Condex Corporation in Elmira is a proud manufacturer of cutting parts for the agriculture and lawn and turf industry. Condex is currently looking to add to their second and third shifts in various roles: assemblers, machine operator, and CNC operator. See for yourself what it's like to work in a company that's focused on innovation and continuous improvement. Condex offers a great work environment, including a climate-controlled manufacturing facility. Condex Corporation, 1500 Technology Drive in Elmira. Apply online today at Condex.com.
4:15 to go here in the first half from Fruth Field. The Franklin Sabres 21, the Cardinals 7. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Well, can Dalsky do it again? Joining him back there, as always, is Tyler Brandner. Can one of these guys replicate what they did last time, which was a nice return? Brandner, far side, finds a seam up the right side. He steps out of bounds at about the 40-yard line, it looked like. Or maybe pushed out at the 36. That's where the official is standing. 36-yard line is where Fondy will start this possession, potentially the last possession here of the first half for the Cards.
Yeah, Dalsky and Brandner back there are dynamic returners. I got another score update from around the area. Campbell Sport is leading Kewaskum 14-7.
So a couple of flyway teams, Campbell Sport and North Fond du Lac, with 14-7 leads over a couple of teams from the East Central Conference. Here's Schreider in the backfield. Looks to the near side. This is Mullins, Calvin Mullins, and Mullins gets 7.
Good quick play there. Get ball up quick, and Mullins is fast. He is a fast football player. And try to get him in space.
Mullins had the one reception for 52 yards last week, and that just his first catch tonight for 7. So Schreider in the shotgun once again. Turns, hands, Eigenbrot. Oh, swallowed up. That was 25. Christian Berg, Tegan Fox, who came knifing through for Franklin. And I think they're going to say Eigenbrot lost a yard on that one.
The Sabres seem to be clogging up that inside run from the Cardinals, just bringing more than they need. And the pass is working because they're trying to focus more on the run, because that's where they think the Cardinals are most dangerous.
And after last week, who could blame him? Eigenbrot once again breaks a tackle, knifes his way forward. He's going to be near midfield and pick up the first down. He needed 4, got 6.
Great, powerful run by Eichenbrook. That's his trademark, just break you down, wear you down, and get the yards where they are needed.
Another first down means moving the chains. That's presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call them, then call the movers. Addison Jones Real Estate. And Schreider back into the shotgun. Looks to the near side. Had Dalsky. Instead he rolls to the other side. Looks across the field. And sliding down through pass interference. He was interfered with. Didn't matter. Ethan Wagner-Lang pulls it down at the 14-yard line.
They faked the tunnel screen. The blitz got through. Schreider keeps the play alive. Gets the ball deep to Ethan Wagner-Lang, who fights through the contact. He is a big body out there at receiver for the Cardinals, and makes the play when it's needed, fights through the contact, penalties the climb. That's great catch by Ethan Wagner-Lang.
34 yards on that gain, down to the 14-yard line, and Fondy is knocking once again. Every drive they've had so far tonight, Cullen, they've had 4 of them. This is the 4th. Everyone has at least made it to Franklin territory. You can't say that the offense can't move the ball, because they have. Here's the pitch forward to Brandner. Brandner picks up about 6 or 7.
I mean, the Cardinals are chunking the ball down the field when they need to. It's when they get in tight, they are struggling The Franklin Sabres are trying to clog up the middle, try to prevent the grind football, and they are making the Cardinals make big plays. And when you get down deep into the red zone and deep into the territory, it's hard to get that big play feel.
5 or 6 on that one. It's going to lead to a second and a long 4 or a 5. They're going to send Dulski in motion. Here's the snap to Schreider. Instead, give to Eigenbrot trying to break a tackle. He's going to be slung down in the backfield. Nice pursuit there and a good gang tackle by Franklin. First one there for Franklin was number 9, William Graffin, and blew that one up early.
If you're the Cardinals, you might see a fade ball here on third, maybe a slant, just try to pick it up. But I would like probably a fade to this near side towards us to Wagner Lane. He's a big target. He's got a shorter guy out there on him.
6'5", $185. They got 2 guys out there now. And Wagner Lane going to go on the slant, and it's knocked away. That's terrific defense. Want to say that was Bugalski, Braden Bugalski, I believe that was, who broke that up, got his hand in there. They went with the slant.
That was my second guess, just try to get the first down on them. But they, if you saw there, they had the corner and the safety on Wagner Lane. The Cardinals, maybe to get him open, get more receivers out there, not allow double teams to form. And if they do want a double team, then you're getting one-on-one with a wide receiver and a linebacker, and a wide receiver should win that coverage every time.
You can do worse than throwing it up to a 6'5" guy. There's no doubt about that. Timeout from Fondy, I do believe here. It's Fondy's first timeout. 1 minute, 55 seconds left here in the first half. 21-7, the Sabres lead the Cardinals. We're going to come back after this short timeout, and you're watching Fondy Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
What can I get for $5?
You can become a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union and get some pretty amazing benefits.
Really? Like what?
As a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union, you can take advantage of all that they have to offer, including fewer fees, the best loan rates, in-house lending, and access to all the amazing programs and services.
Wow!
The cherry on top, when you become a member, you become part owner.
That sounds like a great deal for only $5.
Sure is. And it's super simple to sign up.
I'd like to order that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only sell coffee here.
Back here at Fruth Memorial Field, home of the Fondy Cardinals. 21-7, the visiting Franklin High School Sabres, lead it by 14. Franklin scored on all 3 of their possessions. Fondy has scored on just 1 of their 3. This is their 4th, and they face a tough 4th and 7. And a flag.
It's going to be on the Cardinals. Someone wasn't buckled up. Equipment malfunction. Oh, no?
There's some Fondy players clapping. And it's illegal. They had 12. They have 12 on the field. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they had 12 on the field. 12 in defensive formation. So a free 5, and that you'll take that. 4th and 2 now. That opens up a little bit more of the playbook.
Well, that's going to change your play call. I mean, you got Eichenbrook, who usually will get 2 yards of carry for you, probably 3. He'll get more than you need, but they're going to bring some up the middle. Stay in that twin set.
So here's the give. Eigenbrot trying to pick his way forward. It's going to be close. They're going to stop the clock, so I'm thinking that means they got the first down. Certainly you stop it if it's close.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I've noticed a lot in the last 2 years especially is the refs aren't bringing out the chains to measure as much as they used to. Up.
And right on cue, we're going to get one.
Speak of the devil, I guess.
So we'll see. Minute 52 here. This is going to be an important measurement for the Cardinals. Hard to see.
Yeah.
Got a couple of cards standing there. And there's the first down signal. Another first down. They're moving the chains. That's presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call them, then call the movers. Oh, that's a big, 3 inches that Eigenbrot was able to fall forward, and it's 1st and goal from the 4.
I thought he had it right away. I thought he probably got an extra yard. I don't know why they needed the measurement.
Here's the jet sweep, a little touch pass forward, knifing for, oh, there's a flag that just got thrown in very, very late. Brandner cut up field, and they're going to take it off the field, I think, here. They're going to get a hold, or was that a personal foul signal I just saw? No, just a hold.
Yeah, it looked like 68 Matt Roosh, but there's a player down for the Sabres.
Yeah, trying to see the number there. The gold on the white jerseys is a little tough to see as we get further into the night. But they're going to attend to him. It's a hold on the Cardinals. It's going to move it back to the 16. So first and goal from the 16. That's going to end up being about a 12-yard penalty.
That's number 15, Talon Summers, down for the Sabres. 6'3", 221. Captain as a junior. You don't want to see that knee injury, it looks like. He's grabbing his knee.
Yeah, absolutely not. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Fondy's knocking on the door. Can they punch it in from the 14? Minute 38, they trail by 14 against the Franklin High School Sabres. Back after this. You're watching Fondy Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
A new career path awaits you. Spectrum is hiring in your area and offering a starting wage of $20 an hour. Whether you're looking to help customers, share knowledge, make connections, or enjoy uncapped earning potential, there's a spot for you at Spectrum, the nation's fastest growing internet, TV, and mobile provider. Plus, get paid on the job training, affordable health care coverage, market leading savings plan, and complimentary Spectrum services. Visit jobs.spectrum.com today.
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. Jordan King, Cullen King up here in the press box. A minute 38 to go here in the first half. 21-7, and Fondy's got an opportunity here. It's not must score, but you're starting to feel like with the way Franklin's been able to move the ball against you, defense started good. I think those first two possessions maybe were a little unfair, but that last one, Franklin made it look mighty easily moving the ball against the Cardinals.
I mean, yes, but there's something you never want to see. You never want to see a guy get down, and Franklin has their own trainers. We didn't get to see a trainer, probably the best trainer in the Fond du Lac area, Tyler Schwartz, get out onto the field.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, but yeah, the Cardinal offense, they need to get points, especially with the Sabres getting the ball to start the second half. But
it's a good point. And if you're Franklin, you're saying this is an opportunity to, you sometimes you get the 2-for-1s, a stop in the red zone, and then scoring maybe on the other side of the halftime intermission would be a different way to get the 2-for-1. It's first and goal, 2-yard pickup, so it's down to the 14-yard line. Down to the 14 for Eigenbrot.
If the Cardinals stay in that same formation, I would watch the top of your screen, Tyler Brandner, on some kind of something like a post, maybe a fade. They are not getting the ball up the middle today.
Brandner to the top, Wagner Lang to the bottom, looking up right on cue. There is a little comeback route, and Brandner able to take it back inside the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Pickup of 8.
Yeah, I saw that on the play before. The corner is playing about 6 yards off. They got underneath him with a hitch. On third down, I would look for Eichenbrook, or I would look for maybe Schreider ducking it up behind Mengel and Eichenbrook.
Timeout for Fondy. I was going to say the time is starting to become a factor here, too. You take under a minute after that play, down to 41 seconds. And so Fondy decided to use their second timeout. 21-7. We'll keep it right here. Fondy trying to punch it in. So far, the story of the night has been the play of Boston Holloran, the senior signal caller for Franklin, the defending state champion and current 5th-ranked team in Division I, and Holloran looks like the real deal. He's got 3 touchdown passes, one to Ben Verges, one to Andrew Heumann, and then one to Dylan Drakowski, the big one, 43 yards, 9 yards, and 45 yards to the house for the Sabres. So big plays. Holloran's been able to make them.
I know. I don't know. We don't want to use the P word too early in the season, but this is a good playoff test early in the season for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's got that kind of intensity, that's for sure. You could tell walking in tonight. These games just have a little bit different of an energy. In the backfield, Schreider takes a snap, shovels it forward. There's Dulski around the end zone, and Dulski takes it in for the score.
On that outside jet touch pass, Eichenbrook and Mengel had great blocks to set the edge there and allow Tanner Dolsky to cut back in behind the blockers. And that's exactly what Coach Pluker wants going into half.
No doubt. Well, that's a well-used timeout as well. You know, you take the timeout, you got to get it right. Coach Pluker and his staff did just that and able to put 6 more points, and Eichenbrook will make it 7 more on the board. Good drive for Fondy. Started at their own 36. They were able to navigate it all the way for a touchdown. 21-14. 36 seconds left here in the first half, and we're going to keep it right here. First half of action here. High school sports today brought to you by Edward Jones on RadioPlusInfo.com and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. So you just got to take care of your last 36 seconds here. Don't give up a big return, and get yourself to the halftime intermission. Things are correctable for Fondy here. They've been able to move the ball.
Right, and they are moving the ball well. They finally are not stalling out deep into Sabre territory. I mean, special teams, when they do it right, when both teams are doing it right, no one really notices it. But when one team messes up, special teams can win or lose you a football game.
And so far, the Cards, you would say, have won the special teams battle just simply because of Tanner Dolsky, who's sprinting onto the field late here. His return really sparked this thing. It was 14-0, and you want to talk about a little bit of a turning point. I know Franklin scored on their next possession, but that was the first thing where we brought momentum back up and said it's starting to swing to Fondy maybe a little bit, and I think that's certainly been the case.
Correct.
Over on the far side, believe this is the tailback Shelton, if I saw that correctly on the far side. It was Shelton.
A nice hard hit by number 34, Rhett Helvaka. Cardinal defense is probably going to play more of a prevent look here. Don't let anyone behind you. Don't give up the big play. Let it go into half down to score.
No doubt about that, especially with what Holloran's been able to do here in the first half. He's got touchdown passes of 43 and 45 yards here in the first half. So keep the guys in front of you. Doesn't look like Franklin's going to do anything. They are going to kneel down, at least based on the formation here, and head into the halftime locker room. Holloran takes the snap and does just that. So that's going to take things into the halftime intermission. Franklin leads Fondy 21-14. It was a terrific first half for Boston Holloran. 5'11" senior quarterback for Franklin, but Fondy's still in it. Fondy's been able to move the ball, scored on their last 2 possessions of that first half, and it's going into halftime with a 7-point deficit. So we will continue on, coming back with the Holiday Automotive intermission highlights, and that'll be back when we're back for halftime. Here it's Fondy football, and you're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson and Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson and Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005, practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 cents for the future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
March & Schmidt has been a global leader in the manufacture of industrial food cutting solutions for over 55 years. Our staff is committed to using leading-edge technology to create custom designs specifically for the food industry. March & Schmidt is proud of our manufacturing process and strive to produce the highest quality machinery every day. We're focused on one thing, satisfying our customers and giving them the best quality product. A complete turnkey solution provider, integrating both processing and packaging equipment. Our team is focused on our customers' overall success, while the family values drive our relationships.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, Tony. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. Jordan King, Cullen King with you here on RadioPlusInfo.com. High school sports today on Radio Plus Info, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Well, made sense of some statistics here in the first half, Cullen, and completely unofficial, but Boston Holleran got him for 12 for 14, 202 yards, and 3 scores in that first half. Just an incredibly efficient first half. He made big plays. He checked it down when he had to. They set up some screens. Just a terrific first half for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown today that he can be smart, and he's very athletic. He's keeping plays alive, getting balls out when they need to be out. And, I mean, the Franklin Sabres, to me, on offense are their first, their second down. They're trying to establish a run game. They're trying to get it short. Cardinal defense is playing well, and then that third down, they're hitting the big shots. That's what's kind of keeping the Sabres alive here, kept them alive in the first half.
A couple of leading receivers to point out for the Sabres. Andrew Heumann had 80 yards and a touchdown in that first half. Dylan Drakowski had 66 yards and a touchdown in the first half for Franklin High School. And really the Holiday Automotive highlights brought to you by Holiday Automotive. It's worth the trip to Holiday. A couple of highlights for the Cardinals late in that first half. The first one was a long pass, 36 yards from Schreider down to Tyler Brandner, and that got set up the Cardinals for their first score, which was number 44 Max Mengel on the fullback dive for a yard touchdown scamper. And then the second one, Cullen, was a long pass, 34 yards to Ethan Wagner-Lang, who, as you said, fought through a physical pass interference to make that grab. So a couple of passes over 30 yards for Schreider, and he finished 11 for 14, 155 yards and a touchdown. You finish with that, you think you're probably the better quarterback in the first half, but I'll tell you what, Schreider played extremely well. Holleran just played a little bit better.
Well, I mean, the quarterback position it's a tough play. I mean, when your team's playing great, you get all the credit. When your team's playing bad, it's on you. But they both equally showed what they could do in that first half. Halloran was athletic, getting out, extending plays, hitting the big play when needed. Where Schreider's more that calculated, I'm going to make the play, I'm going to dink and dunk you down the field and hit that big play. A couple, 3-4 plays later on when it's set up for me.
21-14 is the score here on the Quest Interior scoreboard. We're going to take another timeout. We'll come back with our Taco Bell trivia. That coming up next. This is Fondy Football. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
All that melty cheese you crave with double the steak is back at Taco Bell. The double steak grilled cheese burrito.
The greatest gift a parent can give their children is hope for a better tomorrow. We offer that Christian hope at Winnebago Lutheran Academy. WLA is a premier Christian high school open to the Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, and surrounding communities. We participate in the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program and offer generous financial aid, making this private Christian education accessible to all. Schedule a tour today at WLAVikings.org.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in, and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
March & Schmidt has been a global leader in the manufacture of industrial food cutting solutions for over 55 years. Our staff is committed to using leading-edge technology to create custom designs specifically for the food industry. March & Schmidt is proud of our manufacturing process and strive to produce the highest quality machinery every day. We're focused on one thing: satisfying our customers and giving them the best quality product. A complete turnkey solution provider, integrating both processing and packaging equipment. Our team is focused on our customers' overall success, while the family values drive our relationships.
Now more than ever, hospitality, restaurants, and retail enterprises demand the quality and innovation LK Interior Systems delivers. EIS takes ever-changing design trends and transforms them into meaningful and memorable customer experiences. Take pride in your work and apply at lkinteriorsystems.com.
Hi, I'm Shannon Schill from LK Interior Systems in Fond du Lac. We are thrilled to be adding to our family. Our shift times can be uniquely flexible because we understand that there's life outside of work. Go to lkinteriorsystems.com to learn more about our open positions.
Welcome back here. 21-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. Jordan King, Cullen King with you on the call on Radio Plus Info.com. Glad to have you along. And it's time for Taco Bell trivia. Last year, a couple of area Flyway Conference teams made it to Camp Randall, played in state championship games. One of them, of course, was St. Mary's Springs. The other was Mayville. Here's your question. In Division 5, who was the state champion? Mayville got to that final game, not able to close it out. Who took down the Cardinals in the 2021 state championships last year in Division 5? Taco Bell now hiring in Fond du Lac at the East and West Johnson Street locations. First correct email wins. Send your email responses to rpvideosports@gmail.com. rpvideosports@gmail.com. Which team knocked off Mayville by a score of 28-26 to win the Division 5 state championship? Give you a few minutes to think about that. We're going to take another timeout. On the Quest Interior scoreboard, 21-14, the number 6 ranked Fond du Lac Cardinals in Division 1 trail the number 5 ranked Franklin Sabres at the halftime intermission. We'll come back with more, give you that answer. First email answer, correct answer, gets that Taco Bell trivia question win. 5 minutes to go here in halftime. We'll come back. You're watching Fondy Football on Radio Plus Info.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
Hi,
Hi, this is Danny and Heather with AirTech Heating. At AirTech, our motto is honesty, integrity, and quality craftsmanship.
When it comes to your home, you want the person working on your equipment to be upfront and tell you what you need.
But also what you don't need. We deliver whatever it takes service to take care of you. Our technicians are NATE certified, meaning they are the most highly trained in the industry to be servicing your equipment.
If you're stuck with a broken furnace or air conditioner, call our team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. Halftime intermission. The Cardinals trail the Sabres 21-14. And Megan got it correct. She was the first in with Lacrosse Aquinas. Lacrosse Aquinas, 28-26. Mayville got close. Cullen, it's always tough in the Flyway Conference. Mayville returns a lot in the skill positions. Lost a little bit in the line in the trenches, but you got Schroffnagel back. You got
Addison Middlestad
back. There's a Bushke's back. You got a lot of talent there in the, for you guys to contend with in the Flyway Conference, no doubt.
Well, we don't like to look forward to games. Tomorrow we got.
Yeah, that's a big one for you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, we got the Darlington Redbirds matchup we played them twice last year. We got them 21-7 down there, second week. Got our first win of the year there, and then. The state semifinal, we level 4, we got them at DeForest neutral site. We're down 24-0 heading into halftime, and had some big plays to bring it back 35 unanswered to win the game and head up to Camp Randall.
Yeah, it's always, obviously those games late in the year, it's momentum. We talk about momentum. You think back to that? Can you remember a play or a moment in that game where you said we're not out of this yet? Was there a play that you could point to and said I think that's the turning point?
Yeah, so it was our second drive of the second half. We were first play we got stuffed on a run and we came back with one of our big pass plays for us last year, and I found a senior receiver James Bone on the right sideline. We picked up about 20. Then the next play we came back, little wheel route to him down the left sideline, got about 20, 30 yards. We chucked it down the field through the air, run. Then we came and hit he was a junior last year, senior this year, number 2 Sam Baker on a fade, right sideline, put the ball out in front of him. Kid made a great one-handed catch, tapped his toes in there, and that put us 7 going into the half. And at halftime, we just kind of talked it over, and we came out and we're like, all right, we're going to throw the ball, and we came away with the win.
There you go. That coming up tomorrow. I'll be on the call. Looking forward to seeing Darlington and St. Mary's Springs right here at Fruth. That's kickoff tomorrow, 1 p.m. For that game. So hope you'll join us for that. Hope you'll stick around for the second half. We're going to take another timeout. Come back. Quest Interior scoreboard reads the Sabres 21, the Cardinals 14. But Fondy was able to move the ball late in that first half. This one's not over. Hope you'll join us for the second half. Jordan King, Cullen King, we're watching, and you're watching Fondy football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Come on. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, come on, show me. Come on. Come on. Well, come on. Come on. Yeah. Good boy. Come here. Come on.
Jackson, are you going to come over here?
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We get innovative products in every day at Silica. I think one of the coolest things we have right now is something we don't even sell, our new digital price tags. We know you're busy, so these tags do the shopping for you. They search the internet twice a day, and if they find a product at a lower price, it automatically changes the Silica price. Shop Silica for the best sales, service, and pricing every day. So come on in and check them out. We hope to see you soon.
Apply now to qualify for the Sabre Award, a $500 per year scholarship at Marian University. Be admitted by January 1st and receive a $2,000 scholarship towards your degree. The Sabre Award is granted in addition to other scholarships, awards, and discounts. 100% of Marian University students receive financial assistance. College is affordable. Apply now at marianuniversity.edu/apply.
Glad to have you with us, Jordan King, Cullen King, and it is the Fond du Lac Cardinals and the state champion, or reigning state champion, Franklin Sabres here on a Friday night at Fruth. Doesn't get much better than this, and we saw some good football there in the first half. Once again, the story has been the play of the 2 quarterbacks. Boston Halloran, 202 yards on 12 of 14 passing, 3 touchdowns. And for the Cardinals, Steven Schreider, 6'2", senior quarterback, 11 of 14, 155 yards, and a touchdown. Franklin's going to get the ball to start this second half, an opportunity for the Cardinals to, Cullen, obviously, if you're a Cardinal fan, you're hoping they can force them off the field, get the ball back to your offense, which has been able to move the ball certainly between the 20s, but just those last 2 possessions of the first half, they were able to actually cash it in for some points.
Well, I think the key for both teams this half is they both tried to establish that run game very early. They weren't really picking anything up. They got a lot through the air. I want to see the halftime adjustments. I wonder if the Cardinals or the Sabres are going to try to adjust to the pass more and open up the run game, or stick to the run game and make each team throw. And if we see that, we could see a very pass-heavy second half.
High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, they're making sense of investing. Here's the kick, down, fielded inside the 5-yard line by Brooks. Brooks looks all the way over to the left, up the left sideline, breaks a tackle, spins, and out of bounds into his own sideline. It looked like he went out at about the 37, and they're going to give it to him 38. So not bad field position for Franklin starting off here. Check that, it is the 37.
I mean, that's not how you want to start a half, but at least it wasn't ran back past the 50. Good play by Krieger to force him out of bounds. This is what I expected to see out of the Sabres, coming out in this pistol set. They do a lot out of this.
Single back is Terrence Shelton. He's the only one that runs the football outside of the quarterback. Shelton breaks a tackle, breaks another, bounces it around the right side near the sideline, stays in bounds, tight ropes the sideline, and he's deep into Fondy territory. Took it from his own 37 down to the Fondy 33. That's a monster run to start off this second half.
I mean, if you watch the end of that run, that's the sign of a guy that does not want to go out of bounds, and he's going to fight for every single yard he can. He had the opportunity to go out, but he toe tapped on the sideline, make another guy miss, and picked up another 4 yards.
30-yard pickup, and that back-to-back, you give up a decent return and then 30 yards on the first play. Here is the first passing attempt, looking on an out route. That was probably the loosest we've seen from Boston Holloran here tonight. That one just a little bit wide of his intended target. That was Andrew Heumann.
They had a little crossing concept over on the left side, a post on the outside with an out. Try to get the defensive backs to run into each other. Good coverage by the Cardinals to force that wild throw.
Check that. Drakowski was the intended target for Holloran. Just his third incompletion tonight. He's already over 200 yards. He was there in the first half. It's 2nd and 10. Turn, give to Shelton. Shelton knifes his way up the middle, and he's going to gain about 3. Yeah, they'll give him 3 yards, maybe 4, as he dives inside to the 29.
They went back to Shelton after the big run, picked up 4 or 5 yards on that carry, kind of dragged his feet and got dragged forward for the tackle.
Holloran communicating the play call to his offensive lineman, now stepping back. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near side. It's Brooks with Shelton next to him in the backfield. Holloran claps. There's the snap. Sprinting out to the left. Surveys down the field. It's an out route and play made out of the slot. That is Drakowski, and it's going to be a first down.
I mean, that was good coverage by the Cardinals. Just a bigger receiver got in front of his man, and that was number 34 on the coverage. Red Helvaka. I mean, he had good coverage. Just good catch by the bigger wide receiver.
So once again, the Sabres into scoring territory. Hand to Shelton. Shelton out the right side. Can he get to the corner? Just slips. And a flag comes in late from the back judge. Let's see if that might be a hold. There was a receiver out there. I want to say it was Drakowski who just made the catch. It was a 15-yard play, by the way, on that pitch and catch to Drakowski. I think they might have flagged him for holding there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Drakowski was the nearest receiver. Flag was thrown at the 5, so it'll back him up to the 15. Unless they moved it to the 6. They might have moved it to the 6. So, yeah, 16-yard line is where it'll be 1st and 12.
I mean, they lose 2 yards from the original line of scrimmage, but that's just a big play taken away by a penalty. I mean, hopefully the Cardinals can readjust and shut it down and hold them to a field goal, maybe a turnover. We haven't seen one of those tonight yet, a turnover.
It's true. Ball security has been good. Only the one fumble, which was fallen on by Eigenbroek. Here is another one of those bubble screens set up to the far side, caught by Shelton. Shelton, and another flag comes flying in. Shelton's into the end zone, but I don't think this one's going to stand.
Yeah, it looks to be another hold on the outside by the big man, 78 for the Sabres. Timothy Akins, he is 5'9", 336 pounds. He looks a little taller than 5'9" to me.
Absolutely.
He looks about 6'4".
And so another holding penalty. That one actually takes points off the board, and that was, tell you what, that back judge has got a nice arm on him. He threw that one about 30 yards out to the about the 10-yard line.
They did gain a yard.
There you go. And you'll take it at this point. 1st and 11. So back-to-back holding penalties. That one takes the touchdown from Shelton off the board. Shelton has just gained about 30 yards in back-to-back plays, and none of it stood after a couple of holds. Here's Shelton once again around the left side, goes number 30, and Shelton's going to pick up about 6 or 7.
You could see that was going to be a draw from the snap of the ball. Running back bouncing up and down, ball came out. Still a good pickup by him. I mean, they've been throwing it, so the draw set up, but good tackle by the Cardinals secondary.
Picks up about 5 or 6 on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Holloran stays in the pistol formation. Turns and the give to Shelton. Shelton around the right side this time, and a good tackle made there. That's number 6 for the Cardinals, and Jeremiah McGee, 6'1" junior, 215-pound linebacker, slung him to the ground.
I mean, this is where the Cardinals have been They've been well on late on first and second down. They just need to make that stand on third down.
3rd and 4. Be interesting to see what the Sabres might do should Fondy get a stop here on 3rd down.
Just based off this formation that they've ran tonight, it's probably going to be a handoff to Shelton or a little sprint out.
Receiver to either side. Here is Shelton straight up the middle and lowers his head. We'll see if they give him the first down. He needed 4 yards, and the yard marker on the far side has 4th down on it. So I think it's going to be 4th and 1.
The Sabre offense looks to be staying out on the field. I would see Shelton keeping it, maybe a little option here with Halloran.
Man, you only need about half a yard, it looks like, from here. If Halloran's not under center, give it to Shelton. And Fondy looks like they stuffed him.
It'll probably go to the measurement. Looks to be a stop.
Halloran was pretty adamant that might have been a first down, but Franklin's offense is leaving the field. That's a huge stand call and might as well be a turnover.
Right. That's what the Cardinals need. Offense is moving the ball. Great tackle by Connor Klaprick to come up and fill from the safety spot to stuff them. Cardinals will be starting at their own 5, backed up in their own territory, but they've shown tonight that they can chunk the ball down the field in big chunks.
Got to give a lot of credit to that interior defensive line. Jayton Beauchamp, Brandon Danner. I mean, they stuffed it, and the Cards have a chance here. That's their first stop of the night.
Crowd's getting lively after that stop.
So inside their own 10-yard line, the ball is placed at the 5, which is where Steven Schreider and Braden Eigenbrot and the rest of this Fond du Lac offense will take over. Here is Schreider. Eigenbrot cuts back to the left, and I think he's going to pick up about a yard as Fondy gets their first possession of the second half underway. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's a 7-point deficit on the Quest Interior scoreboard for the Cards.
I mean, the one thing about this Cardinal formation is Schreider's catching the snap at the goal line. If you have a bad snap or you get sacked, you're either at the 1 or it's a safety, and that's not what you want to see right now if you're the Cardinals. They're coming out in more of their passing formation here.
2 receivers to the top. Got tight end down here on the near side. H-back in the backfield. Turn, give to Eigenbrot. Makes a cut. If he can break the tackle. Oh, he almost pulled his foot out of that tackle. He's going to set up a 3rd and manageable, though, out to the 11-yard line. Give it a gain of 3 or 4 yards. It should be about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
I mean, that's a good run by Eigenbrot, but that's the one thing you don't want to see. Your leg wrapped up. I mean, you want to break it. You want to get the first down. But you take that extra hit, that could twist your knee, and you could be done for a year. I mean, at that point, you just might want to go down.
Don't tell Eigenbrot that, though. Here's Schreider. Drops back to pass. Big 3rd down opportunity for the Cardinals. Got a man on the check down, tapped up, and picked off. It's going to be a pick 6 for the Franklin Sabres. It was batted up in the air and taken straight back to the house. I'm trying to get a number on that far side of the field as the Sabres are hyped up. It looked like 25 or 29.
Yeah, it was 25.
Tegan Fox.
Yeah.
He's made a couple of big plays tonight for the Sabres. Nothing bigger than that, though.
So Schreider stepped up, avoided the sack, tried to keep the play alive. He had the guy open, but great play by Fox to get athletic, knock the ball down to himself. Ooh, the momentum has been sucked out of the Fondy offense now.
6:51 to go. Star that play. I was going to say you star that defensive stand for the Cardinals. Coming through, almost blocking the PAT were the Cardinals. But the PAT is good. It's 28-14. Cards just like that find themselves down a couple of scores. We'll take a timeout. Fondy in a little bit of trouble. They'll get back on offense when we come back. This is Fondy Football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
What can I get for $5?
You can become a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union and get some pretty amazing benefits.
Really? Like what?
As a member of Fond du Lac Credit Union, you can take advantage of all that they have to offer, including fewer fees, the best loan rates, in-house lending, and access to all the amazing programs and services.
Wow!
The cherry on top, when you become a member, you become part owner.
That sounds like a great deal for only $5.
Sure is. And it's super simple to sign up.
I'd like to order that.
Oh, I'm sorry. We only sell coffee here.
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. 6:51 to go in the third quarter, 28-14. Oh, man, that was a big momentum swing. And I'll tell you what, if that's 6 inches higher, Cullen, I mean, you're talking about a Fondy first down, chains moving again, and just like that, gets tipped in the air. Again, like you said, nice job by Fox to be athletic, make the play, and just like that, momentum back with the Sabres.
I mean, there's a movie out there, Any Given Sunday. Al Pacino gives a speech and says, life and football is a game of inches.
Yeah, and that embodied that. 6 inches might be too much. A couple inches might have gotten over Tegan Fox's outstretched hand, but what an athletic play made by the Sabres junior defender. Here's a little short kick. Oh, not found by the Cardinals and recovered by Franklin at their Fondy 33. I couldn't tell who it was on the kickoff unit for the Cardinals that dove for the ball and not able to get it.
It was 34 junior Red Helvaka.
And things, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Fondy not able to recover wasn't really an onside kick, it was just a short kick. And the Sabres back out onto the field. 6:51 to go in the third, and a 28-14 deficit for the Cardinals on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
I mean, that is a good play call, though, by head coach Lewis Brown. You suck the momentum out of him with a pick six to pooch kick it, catch him off guard, and get your offense on the field.
So the second possession here for the Sabres, and the give is to their top running back. Shelton goes up the middle, 4.5 yards, and Shelton, now you look at him, there's a running back you expect to wear a defense down. Shelton's a big boy, goes 6'1", 198.
That is a big running back. You see here the Cardinals just seem to have no energy on them after that play, but defense is usually where you find your energy. A big play, a big hit, a big turnover, that can really change the tide, and the Cardinals can't let it get to them. It's only 2 scores.
Yeah, still plenty of time left in this one. 6:12 left in the third quarter. Under center and turning, play fake. Oh, could have got a hold, and they're going to get a hold on the right tackle out there. Going around the right side, or left side is Holloran, but it's all going to come back. Big number 78 for the Sabres with a big hold there. Don't see a 78. Timothy Aikens.
Either some guys forgot their jerseys, the program's not right. I don't know. Everyone's number seems to be off tonight.
So they get the hold, and the hold happened well into the backfield, so it's going to set up a second and very, very long. It was 2nd and 6.
I mean, the senior number 3, Isaiah Jones, drew that flag getting into the backfield. Looked at the ref to get it. And they got it. Now it's
2nd and 20.
Yeah, I mean, I would look for the big playability here of the Franklin Sabres.
Actually 22 after like I said, that was in the backfield. So 2nd and 22. What can Holloran pull out now? He's made magic happen all night long. They're going to send Brooks in motion to the top side. Holloran looks over the middle of the field. Oh, snagged down by the tight end. And down the field goes Verges. Verges looking for the end zone, gets to the corner. And Verges into the right corner of the end zone. It's 34-14. Just like that, you blink, and things starting to get away from the Cardinals just a little bit. That was a nice pass, but how about the play from Verges to put up the big paw and snag that one from over the middle?
I mean, the block downfield by 82 Andrew Humans to not allow the Cardinal DB to get off to make the tackle. He blocked him to the whistle to the ground. That's just great football.
Colin, you called it. Let's look to the Sabres' big playability. 44 yards to the house. Extra point is up and good. It's a 35-14 ball game. 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third quarter. We're going to take a timeout. Come back with more Fondy football. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in, and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. 5 minutes and 49 seconds left in the third quarter, 35-14. Jordan King and Cullen King with you here at Fruth. That was huge. I mean, you get the pick six. You know, right when I was about to star a big play for Fondy, a big stand inside their own 5-yard line, they get the fourth down stuff. 3 plays later, it's a pick six, onside or a pooch kick that you can't recover. And just like, here's another one, trying to find a soft spot in the Fondy coverage, and has Franklin done it again? Yeah. Their sideline is going nuts, and Franklin recovers back-to-back pooch kicks. What was once just a 7-point deficit with the football has ballooned to 21 points, and Franklin has the football.
I mean, I don't like to talk about this game. I don't like to say it, and I hate to keep bringing up Springs, but those pooch kicks remind me of our first game last year against Lake Country Lutheran. I think our offense touched the field for 2 plays in the second quarter. They did that four kicks in a row.
It's just demoralizing, and you can kind of see it. It looks like it on the Fondy side, and I think Coach Pluker is going to try to get a timeout here. We're getting some sort of stoppage. We're going to take a timeout with it. Come back. 35-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Fondy in a little bit of trouble. Franklin has the football. They look like the defending state champs right now. We're back after this on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Welcome back, Fruth Memorial Field. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Opportunity there for Coach Pluker. When he called the timeout, he called every single one of his players over to the huddle for that timeout. Here's a couple of pitches. No, here's a throw from Brooks downfield. Oh, and it's dropped. An opportunity there on the trick play. They flipped it to Jocks Brooks, and Andrew Heumann had it. It was a little underthrown, but a catchable football. And I guess when it's just not coming out of the hands of Halloran, it's a little different, I guess, because it wasn't the most perfect thrown ball, but as trick plays go, that one worked.
I mean, to see a wideout throw that ball left-handed in gloves. I mean, it was a beautiful ball, great spiral, just a little underthrown. Can tell he doesn't play quarterback.
Here's the snap to this guy who does, and it's Halloran lobbing one over the top. He's found another man on the near side. That's 83, Dylan Drakowski.
I mean, the Sabres now are going downfield, taking the shots, just trying to suck the energy out of the Cardinals. I mean, they have the momentum right now. You see the Cardinal sideline, heads down. You see the heads down on the defensive field, and it's something you don't like to see, and you gotta try to rise up to it. But the Sabres are really taking advantage of it right now.
24 yards on the pickup for Franklin. Halloran back in the pistol, turns, gives to Shelton. Shelton looks around the left side, now tries to cut back in. Good pursuit from the Fondy defense that time. Looked like number 9, Helden Krieger, who was able to bring down Shelton after about a gain of 1.
The Cardinals are doing a great job to shut Shelton down today, though. I mean, he really hasn't had much. He didn't have much in the first half. Busted off 2-3 big plays that got called back early here in the second half, but they're doing a good job up front with the front 7.
Halloran once again, this time under center, screaming off the edge. Breaking the tackle is Halloran. Into the flat, finds his tight end again, and for the second time, his tight end, Ben Verges, into the end zone. There's some laundry, though, on the middle of the field yet again. Another penalty, perhaps taking points off the scoreboard. Ineligible man downfield. Sometimes that happens when you're scrambling around and doing the scramble drill, as it were.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that last week for the Cardinals. Now today for the Sabres. I mean, it's early in the year. A lot of flags I've seen, though, between the 3 high school games now I've watched or played in. The refs are getting the flags out early, and I mean, illegal man downfield, something you can avoid.
2nd and 14, ball all the way back out to the 19-yard line for Franklin. 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. 21-point Sabre lead. They're going to wind it and try again here. This is once again in the shotgun. It's Holloran looking to the far side, now back over the middle. Thought he missed his man, but he's got his top side receiver open. And another touchdown pass. This one's 19 yards to Andrew Human, I believe it was, on the far side. It was Human, 19 yards, and Holloran just can't miss right now.
The Sabres are on fire. If you're the Sabres, do you come out and try a pooch kick again?
I mean, you can't say it hasn't worked. It's 42-14. This has just been a blitz here in the second half. And this thing's gotten away from the Cardinals in a hurry. I mean, we were talking less than half a quarter, and this lead is all the way up to a 28-point lead. 42-14. 4:39 left in the third. We'll take a timeout, come back. This is Fond Football on RadioPlusInfo.com. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third quarter. 42-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Well, I guess we're going to find out in just a couple of seconds here if the pooch kick is what Franklin decides to do. Like I said, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago that Fondy got off the field on that 4th and short, 4th and 1, stuffed the ball. Here is another pooch kick. This one's a little deeper, and a fair catch caught for and also knelt down by the Fondy Cardinals number 12, Connor Klapperick. 4:39 to go, and an opportunity for the Cards to hopefully stop the bleeding a little bit here.
I mean, the offense is going to touch the field since the pick six earlier here in the third quarter. I want to see how they bounce back. I mean, they're going to have to take shots. They have to score quick to crawl and fight back into this game.
Fondy's been outscored here in this second half, 21-0, and they've been, Franklin's ran 14 plays. Fondy's only run 3. Here's Eigenbrot. Eigenbrot spins his way forward. He's going to get about 6, make it 5 on the carry.
There's the tough running of Braden Eichenbrook. Surprised me to see a run. I expected him to start throwing the ball deep, try to score quick.
One receiver to either side. A couple of tight ends in there. Eigenbrot the only one in the backfield as he flanks Steven Schreider. Here's a couple of pitches. They're going to try a wide receiver pass. They got a man open down the near side. That's their fullback, Max Mengel. And it was a nice pass from Tyler Brandner, who caught it on the pitch and found his fullback.
Is that taking a play out of the Franklin Sabres book? Or
hey, you'll take it if it works, right?
Exactly.
Mengel, they just kind of lost him. I suppose you don't think you have to follow the fullback. But they certainly needed to there. So Schreider back into the shotgun, pitches it. Saw a lot of good here from Dulski. That was a good block as well. About 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Dulski's going to pick up 5. And I think that was big Ethan Wagner laying. No, it was 13 Ethan Basler, who drove a poor Franklin player about 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, then on our near side, 78 Cameron Schmidt pancaked this guy and laid on top of him. That's what we want to see. Block to the whistle.
You bet. 5 yards on the carry, or on the short pass for Dulski. Here is Eigenbroek. Nice job. Oh, punched out. And a loose ball fallen on by the Sabres. The second turnover for the Cardinals. You add on a couple of pooch onsides that were recovered, and it feels like they've turned the ball over 4 times here in this third quarter. 42-14 with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll try to sneak a quick break in here. It's a big lead for the Sabres. We'll keep it here. Sabres coming out of their huddle. 3 minutes and 13 seconds.
I mean, I don't want to feel like I jinxed it, but I said it right at the start of the third quarter. There's been no turnovers in the first half, and then the Cardinals, I would say, turned the ball over 4 times already. I mean, the pooch kicks aren't turnovers, but they feel like it.
Certainly feels like it. There's no doubt about it. Here is the running back, Shelton, once again carrying the rock for Franklin. Gains 2 yards on that play.
I mean, if you're the Fondy sideline, if you're the Fondy coaches, try to get a turnover, try to stop and score quick. But at this point, it's hard to get the boys to rally up and gather around and make the plays they need to make.
Klapperick in on the stop there for the Cardinals amongst a couple of his teammates. 3:09 left in the third quarter. Here is Halloran looking to throw it back. Here's a dangerous player. It's Jocks Brooks. Gets a couple of blocks, makes a man miss, and cuts it back inside towards the numbers. He's going to have a first down into Fondy territory. Take it down to the 43, 44 yard line.
Right now it feels like the Sabres can do whatever they want on offense with the football.
16-yard pitch and catch there. That one looked easy again for Halloran, and Brooks really did a lot of the work himself. Caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, the Sabres screen game has been working really well today.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near side, as well as the tight end. Everyone has played a part, all 5 skill positions plus the quarterback. Here goes Shelton once again, and Shelton picks up 3.
Good run there by Shelton. Just get 5 yards. I mean, keep the clock ticking, keep it in your favor, and try to punch off to get the 35-point lead.
I mean, if you're Franklin, you got Human approaching 100 yards. You have Drakowski approaching or over 100 yards. You have Verges approaching 100 yards, and Jocks Brooks is really just getting going.
I mean, the Sabre offense is really making a difference through the air tonight.
So into the shotgun goes Halloran once again. Turn, fake, looks over the middle of the field. Fondy Rush looks to get home for the first time. Halloran around the left side. It's going to be a sack. First one of the night for the Fondy Cardinals, as they were able to run down the otherwise slippery Boston Halloran. He's going to lose 2. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Halloran right away there had Shelton out of the backfield. He looked at him, tried to take the big shot, and ended up taking the sack.
Just got a little greedy, although tonight he hasn't made any bad decisions. Didn't throw it up. Instead, decided to pull it down, take the sack. More important than tossing the ball away at this point.
Correct.
Sprinting out to the right, looking over the top. That one's a little bit errant, looking for Brooks. And it's going to be 4th down. That's a sight for sore eyes if you're a Fondy fan. It's going to be 4th and 8. And we'll see what the Sabres do. Again, we saw this with Fondy. They're kind of in that no man's land of what does a punt do? Plus, you got a huge lead that you can kind of lean on here as well. 28-point lead.
Right. This isn't the NFL. This isn't college. If you're over the 15 high school football, you're either kicking a field goal or you're going for it.
Minute 9 left in the third, and it's a big 4th and 8 here. Motioning Shelton back in, and they are going to punt it away. Let's see if this one checks up, and it's going to just go into the end zone. It landed on the line. We're going to take a quick timeout. Come back. You're watching Fondy football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
March & Schmidt has been a global leader in the manufacture of industrial food cutting solutions for over 55 years. Our staff is committed to using leading-edge technology to create custom designs specifically for the food industry. March & Schmidt is proud of our manufacturing process and strive to produce the highest quality machinery every day. We're focused on one thing, satisfying our customers and giving them the best quality product. A complete turnkey solution provider, integrating both processing and packaging equipment. Our team is focused on our customers' overall success, while the family values drive our relationships.
Back here at Fruth Field, here's the snap to Schreider. Another opportunity for the Cardinals offensively. That's a bullet pass over the middle of the field, caught by his big receiving option, Wagner Lang. And Wagner Lang across the 50-yard line made a couple of men miss on this left side. That's a nice crossing pattern, and Schreider hit him right in stride.
Dig route, they cleared out the safety and the linebackers, got him underneath, and Ethan Wagner Lane is going to be the target. He's going to make the play happen. The Cardinals are moving fast, moving quick to try to snap it.
Here is Eigenbrodt out of the backfield, gets about 6 on that first down play. That was, by the way, the largest gain of the game. That was 38 yards to Wagner Lang.
This is right in the spot where the Cardinals turned the ball over last drive. I mean, let's hope we don't see that again.
Yeah, Eigenbrodt just had it. It was helmet straight to the football and not able to hold on to it. Looking to the far side of the field, and that was just a little bit loose there from Schreider. Looking for Brandner, and just a little bit high, sailed on him a little bit. 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
Just rushed the screen pass.
So 3rd and 4 upcoming. No doubt 4-down territory. As you said, you're across midfield, plus you're down 42-14, so you got to be a little bit more aggressive than maybe you otherwise would. And a chance here for Schreider, and I think we're going to get a timeout from Franklin. We are. We'll take it with him. 21 seconds left here in this third quarter, and we're back with more Fondy football on Radio Plus Info next.
Real estate is something that we are doing together. We're in it together till the end. The best achievement that I can have is when the property successfully closes.
Probably the most rewarding part of my role with Addison Jones and Signature Homes is the ability to take a client from the very beginning stages of building a new home all the way down to the point where we turn the key and move them in, and watch their eyes light up as they see the finished product.
Buy it, sell it, build it. That's Addison Jones.
Welcome back here, Fruth Memorial Field. Jordan King and Cullen King with you on RadioPlusInfo.com.
This game has got out of hand here. Third quarter a little bit. Cardinals looking to rein it back in. 3rd and 5. You could see the ball going to Eichenbrook. You could see the big shot trying to score. One high safety look. I don't know.
In this third quarter, we've seen the Cardinals fumble a pick 6, as well as 2 pooched kicks that were recovered by Franklin. Almost felt like 4 turnovers here in this third quarter. There's 13 seconds. We'll see if they try to go quick, get one more playoff. But they got to be a little bit careful because it's 4th and 1. 4th and 1. There's 4 seconds on the clock, and we'll see if Schreider just says, let's go to the fourth quarter. That's what he does say, and that's what they'll do. We'll take a timeout here, come back with the final quarter of action. 42-14 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard here at Fruth Memorial Field. Back with more after this. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs, you're getting more than professional representation. The attorneys at Everson & Gibbs are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call Everson and Gibbs at 920-922-7113 or go to eversonandgibbs.com.
So headed to the fourth quarter, and this is a game that at halftime, Cullen, we talked about, man, this is going to be, well, what you said before the game, this is going to be a dogfight. 21-14 at halftime. Cards held scoreless in that quarter. Meanwhile, a 21-point outburst from Franklin, who looks like the defending state champions.
Yeah, I mean, they really made their halftime adjustments and showed they they belong here in the WIAA Division I football after the loss to Catholic Memorial. A lot of grit over there on that Franklin side, and probably going to see Braden Eichenbrook get the ball here, but Franklin goes to the 5-man front. They're going to stuff it. They're going to try to stuff it.
So here's Schreider in the shotgun, and there is Eichenbrook, and he's not going to get to the first down marker. He's actually going to lose a yard on that one, and it's going to turn back over to the Franklin Sabres. That was just the third drive of the second half for Fondy. They went they went 4 and out there, and the previous 2 possessions ended up in a pick 6 and a fumble.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate from the Cardinals. They were playing such good football in the first half, and I don't know, it's football. Things happen.
So back out to the field come the Sabres, and it looks like we have a quarterback change. Joey Calais into the game for the Sabres. He turns and hands. I do believe that's still the starting running back, Shelton, in the game. He is. So not a full-scale change, but looks like the night will be done for starting quarterback Boston Holloran, who was terrific tonight. He got him for 317 yards, only 3 incompletions. It's a pretty good day when your incompletions add up to the same amount of touchdowns, or actually he has more touchdowns than completions with his last one on the last drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback changes. Number 7, Joseph Callie, 6 foot, 175 sophomore, trying to get him experience, and they're going to keep most of their starters, and they want to get to that 35-point runtime clock.
11 minutes and 11 seconds here. Give once again to the near side, and a good play made once again by number 9, Halden Krieger. He's been all over the place from that linebacker position for the Cards, and linebacker position plays this outside side here on the right side of the defense.
I think he plays the strong side usually. I think he's a Sam linebacker, strong side linebacker. Number 7 though, great number to wear.
3rd and 8. You're not biased though, are you?
Maybe a little bit.
10:36 to play here at Fruth. And Calais takes the snap, bobbles it a little bit, sprints out to the right side. Looks like he's going to run now, decides to throw a pass, and
incomplete.
Swatted away. Nice defense there by the Cardinals. Couple of DBs in the area, and it's going to be a 4th and long for Franklin.
I mean, that's one of those things. You got a young quarterback in there. You know, you're just trying to get him some reps against the first team because it is high school football. You lose a lot of your guys going year to year, and you're losing your quarterback this year, and trying to get the young guys some reps. And, you know, you're going to see some things happen as Halloran's going to come back on, probably to punt the ball here, if I'm going to guess.
Yeah.
In their goofy punt formation.
And Calais, just a sophomore, so they'll have a couple years of him. That punt went off the back of his offensive lineman for Halloran. That's about the thing that's gone the most wrong for Halloran tonight is a punt off of the back of his offensive lineman.
Ow.
Because he's been spectacular.
I mean, it took a good roll, though, so.
It's true. I mean, all said and done, you'll take that if you're the Franklin Sabres. So back out onto the field comes Steven Schreider and the rest of the Fond du Lac Cardinal offense. Just trying to, at this point, Cullen, probably just trying to get something going, looking forward to next week.
Right. I mean, if I'm that offensive lineman for Franklin, I'm going back to the line and go, dude, I protected you all night, and you hit me with a kick?
No doubt about it. Here's Eigenbrot. Slithers his way through the right side of the line, gets 8 yards on that one.
I mean, are they going to try to run out the clock? I don't know.
Next week, Appleton East is going to be right here at Fruth Field, as Fondy will host them. Eigenbrot, not this time. Schreider looking downfield. Has his man wide open, making the catch is number 18, Ethan Wagner Lane. And just like that, from their own 39 there into the red zone, down to the 19.
The Cardinals might not have been clicking so much in that third quarter, but that's something that's going to click all year is senior to senior, Steven Schreider to Ethan Wagner Lane.
47 on that one. So that's another huge play. That's the biggest play now for the Cardinals as they're into red zone territory. Schreider takes the snap. Eigenbrot looks to the left side, cuts it back up the middle, and going to snake his way for about 7 more. So it'll be 2nd and 3, 9:22, counting down here towards the end of the game. After the game, stick around, the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. We'll have it right here on RadioPlusInfo.com. 42-14 on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Pitch forward here to Dulski. Dulski trying to get the edge, has to cut up early, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, plus there's a holding penalty on the Cardinals, so wipe that away anyways.
Yeah, you do not want to see a holding penalty there.
So that's going to take things back outside the 20-yard line. That flag was thrown well inside in the backfield. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left.
That's something you never do. You never pick up the ref's flag. And I'm all for supporting officials, but coach told me never pick up the ref's flag because they'll throw another one at you.
They'll wind the clock there. 42-14. Steven Schreider, man coming off his blind side. There's a catch. Nice play by Wagner Lang. Makes a couple of guys mix. Breaks 2 tackles down inside the 5-yard line. Ethan Wagner Lang making plays out here. Took that one down to the 4. That's a gain of 15.
I mean, that's exactly what I just said. That connection all year. Watch it. Number 1 to number 18.
So can the Cards punch it in once again? Here's another one of those flip passes forward, and Dulski is wrapped up at about the 9. He's going to lose 4 yards or so. Dulski's had a lot of success on that tonight, but I think Franklin doing a better job these last couple of times stringing it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want your ends or outside linebackers, whatever you call them, to do, is just string it out and let the support fill from the middle.
7 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game. Eigenbrot in the backfield. He's right next to Schreider. Man coming in motion. There's that out. I think they were trying to throw that fade that you were calling for earlier, Cullen, or just some sort of out pattern looking for Wagner Lang and nothing doing.
I think that was tipped by 81 Andrew Heumann. Making the plays on offense, making a big play on defense.
No doubt that turns things over on downs, and it goes back to the Sabres. So unless the Cards get the ball back and able to punch it in, it'll be a scoreless second half after a first half where we said multiple times they were able to punch it in. And they were able to move the football all 4 first half drives. Those 4 drives in the second half, not so much.
Yeah, the Cardinals were moving the ball great in the first half, but just halftime adjustments that the Sabres made to adapt to what the Cardinals were running, and the Cardinals just haven't found their groove yet.
So here's the snap. So I think we got Halloran back in the game. Yeah, just a direct snap to him. He keeps it in bounds, keeps the clock running, and he's going to pick up 4 yards on the play.
I mean, that's weird. You pull him for a drive. I thought maybe you didn't want him to get hurt, and then you direct run with him? I don't know.
Back into the game. Not only back into the game, but also the run, yeah.
Yeah.
Very intriguing. And empty sets these first 2 times, 5 receivers wide both times. Every time a couple of times they've done this, they've just run the draw. There is the quarterback draw, swallowed up inside. Nice play by Brandon Danner. 5'11", 270, and just swallowed Halloran up there. One of the offensive linemen for Franklin, a little bit slow to get up, and he'll trot off the field.
Trainers sprinting out there. They're getting their work tonight.
Good hustle. Sean Kuhl, who is one of the captains for this Franklin team, is the one that will leave the field. 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in this one. 28-point lead still remains for Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, 5 wide QB draw, different, you see when you're up so big. I think maybe they're just trying to get to that run time clock.
3rd and a long 3. They're going to call it 4 on the scoreboard. 6 minutes and 44 seconds and counting down. Halloran has his trusty running mate in the backfield, Shelton, and he's going to find the tight end once again. Tell you what, Verges has been terrific here tonight. You look at the statistics for them, and Verges doesn't pop up in terms of his receiving abilities. I don't know if what it was last week, but they've found him tonight.
Different ball game, I guess. And tonight for the Fondy defense, so Halden Krieger probably has the most tackles. I don't have a tally of tackles, but he's making the plays, making the tackles on defense. I mean, that's a bright spot going into next week.
Absolutely. Halloran looks to the near side. There's Brooks. Brooks stiff arms, gets to the edge, around the left edge, and a nice play there in pursuit from Jeremiah McGee. Able to wrap him up from behind. It's going to be about a gain of 8 we'll give him. There has not been many opportunities for first downs for the Cardinals. They have not gained a first down other than the long play to Ethan Wagner-Lang, two plays to him. They've had 2 first downs. All of those brought to you by Addison Jones. Plenty of first downs for the Sabres, especially here in this second half. They've scored 28 since the break. Halloran's in the pistol formation. Pitch this time. And Shelton around the right side. Cuts back up the field. Breaks a couple of tackles. Runs a couple of Fondy defenders over. And he's out near midfield down at the 48. Check that 47.
They move the sticks, and then they keep the clock running with the ball being on the ground. And, I mean, this is just the Sabres have dominated this second half, and you can really see it right now that they are just being dominant in the second half.
16 yards on the carry for Shelton. And Halloran once again will be in the backfield. Under center this time. No, they're subbed Halloran out. It's Calais again. Takes the under center, snaps, slung down, and they finally got a different running back in there as well. Mitch Szymanczyk.
Another soft.
Gets a carry. Yeah.
Wow. 5'5", 145 pounds. Wow.
Small.
Small for a varsity football player, especially at the Division I level. You know, you see the bigger guys out here, more kids to pick from.
Hey, I guess gets hidden behind those big offensive linemen.
Yeah. Maybe he'll sneak through and maybe crawl on the ground.
Darren Sproles proved you could do it. 4 minutes left here tonight. Calais is going to air one out. This is tipped off of the hands of his receiver, number 8, Chris DeStephanis, pardon me.
I mean, he hit the ball. He hit him in the hands.
Yeah, it was a nice throw.
Good ball by the sophomore, and
stepped up, looked comfortable in the pocket.
Yeah.
4 minutes to go.
Again, they're just trying to get their younger players reps and get them going. You know, they got to get them prepared for next season because Franklin is year to year a great team.
That's right. And for the first time, I mean, they're losing their starting quarterback 2 years in a row. They'll get a quarterback. If Calais is the answer, he'll at least get a couple of years under center for Franklin.
Delay a game. You heard Coach Lewis Brown on the Franklin sideline. I mean, we could hear it up here all the way across the field to snap the ball.
5-yard loss there. 3rd and 16. 28-point lead for the Sabres on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
I would guess they're running the same play. I mean, 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 11. What do you want?
Same thing. Here's Calais in the middle of the pocket. Now it breaks down. Has to move over to his right. That's a little bit behind his receiver. And looked like it was incomplete. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, comeback route. Again, hit his receiver in the hands. Can't reach down. A little different maybe than Halloran's footballs thrown to him.
I would guess so.
Yeah.
3:54. And for the second time in consecutive possessions, the Sabres going to be forced to punt.
They're in a normal punt formation now. They're back deeper here. They don't want to punt the ball off of that right guard's head again.
Tanner Dalsky and Tyler Brandner back to return for the Cards. Oh, that's a very good punt.
I don't know why they don't do that more often.
No doubt about it.
Oh, good roll, too.
That's going to be down at the 11-yard line. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Once again, the Cardinals just trying to get something going, get a little bit of momentum. I'm sure Coach Pluker wants to see as much as he can of his team before the night is over, and he's only got, this is probably the last opportunity to do so with 3:45 on the clock.
I mean, you don't want to get anyone hurt, though. There's a whole long season left,
Here's an out pass. That's a beauty from Schreider, pardon me, and found number 16, Braden Eigenbroek, out of the backfield. He's got hands, too. That was a beautiful out pass. Put it right on the money.
Little flag out. I mean, that's just a good play call, good catch. I mean,
28-yard gain out of the backfield for Eigenbroek.
At this point,
Gonna get a timeout. Franklin wasn't quite ready for it.
Stops the clock.
3 minutes, 35 seconds. We're going to take a quick 30, come back, and finish this thing out. It's gotten away from the Cardinals. We're back with the end of the game. You're watching on RadioPlusInfo.com. Welcome back here to Fruth Memorial Field. Schreider just hit his running back, Braden Eigenbroek, on a little flag route for 28 yards. Beautifully thrown football. And he takes the shotgun snap here. Looks to the far side. That's Brandner. Brandner cuts back inside, gains 4 on the play.
It's just that tunnel screen the Cardinals have ran a couple times tonight. Probably just trying to establish running no huddle, probably just getting used to it for the rest of the season.
Schreider turns hands. This time it is Dalsky, who usually we see on the jet motion type of stuff. This time he goes straight up the middle, gets 1 on the carry.
Yeah, maybe not he's not Eichenbrook between the tackles.
No, 6'1", 180, Tanner Dalsky. He's not a small guy, but certainly used in that jet sweep type of formation. He dives ahead this time for 4 more yards, and he's going to put the Cardinals in 4th and inches territory.
I mean, if anyone remembers Melvin Gordon's freshman year at Wisconsin, that's all he did was run jet sweeps.
True. Here's a snap. Schreider turns. Dalsky straight up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's ridden down inside the 40 at the 36-yard line, and the no-huddle looks pretty good for the Cardinals right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're running the ball, getting tired. I mean, I'm guessing Franklin's got a little bit more of their subs in, their second-teamers, getting them reps.
Give them 15 on that pickup and another first down for the Cardinals. Plenty of time for Schreider this time. Throws a jump ball and decent coverage on the near side. That's number 5, Benjamin Mertes for the Sabres in coverage against the dangerous Ethan Wagner-Lang, who's had a nice night.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals take a shot there on first down. They might want to get some points here before the game's over. I mean, they do want to score points. It's football. You want to score points. They want to do it before the game's over and try to walk away with something positive. 2nd
and 10, turn, give to Dalsky. Dalsky has certainly been a positive spotlight here for the Cardinals. The junior who sometimes lines up as wide receiver, sometimes lines up at running back, has looked good on this last series here. He got 6 there.
And last week he lined up as the Wildcat quarterback.
There you go. He's got 26 yards on 4 carries on this drive. Ethan Wagner-Lang at the bottom of the screen. That's where Schreider's looking just a little bit behind Wagner-Lang. It's hard to miss that 6'5" frame, but that one was just a touch behind. It's going to lead to a 4th and 4.
Yeah, I mean, good route concept. Just try to get underneath the safety again, clear him out. And I mean, sometimes you deliver a bad ball. It happens.
So a minute 44 left.
Dulski and Brandner coming back in the game. Eichenbrook checking out.
28-point lead for the Sabres. All of it happened in the third quarter. It was a 21-0 spurt for Franklin to take this massive lead. There on the far side goes Dulski. Picked up about another 6 or 7 on that one, and he's running the ball really well.
I mean, if you're the Cardinals, you're seeing another option at running back. Their number is 0. First year people can wear 0 in high school football. The Braylon Allen rule, some people call it. You got another option there.
Here's Schreider. Looks to the near side, has his man, and a nice catch there. Oh, breaking a couple of tackles. Hit stick from Ethan Wagner-Lang. He's not. It's not a bunch of consolation, but it's a 24-yard strike, and a good, nice ball delivered once again from Schreider. He's looked good tonight, despite having the pick 6. He's done a nice job for the Cardinals in what has turned out to be a tough evening.
I mean, that was a strong run after catch by Ethan Wagner-Lang. He's a big guy. He took on that hit, ran him over, and got the touchdown. At least they can leave tonight with that feeling, touchdown at the end of the game.
You bet. And opportunity here to practice a 2-point try. And kept by Schreider, a little bit behind Wagner-Lang once again. And it'll go harmlessly to the turf. 42-20 on the Quest Interiors scoreboard. We should have a kickoff, and then I'm sure that will just about do it here from Fruth Memorial Field. Coming up right afterwards, stick with us, Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. And looking forward to breaking this one down. And keeping the press box warm for tomorrow, 1 p.m., right back here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Hope you'll join me. And I suppose sort of join Cullen. He'll be out on the other side of the glass tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if you can, it should be a nice day. Come out to Fruth or join Jordan here on Radio Plus.
Darlington in town to take on St. Mary's Springs Academy.
There's a minute and 24 left here on the clock. I mean, if you're the Cardinals, you're playing the what-if game right now. What if we didn't throw the pick? What if we didn't fumble? What if we recovered the kicks? They have not played bad football tonight.
No, when they've had the ball offensively, other than turning it over, which I know you can't just say that doesn't, you can't just take that out and magically everything gets better. But certainly they've been able to move the ball against Franklin here tonight. So, yeah, you're right. There's plenty of things to take away from this if you're Coach Pluker and trying to build on it as you move into conference play.
Right, and I mean, really, if you look at it, you want to win your non-conference games, but in the grand scheme, they don't really matter. What matters is the conference games and then the playoffs. Victory formation for the Sabres. Just going to take a knee and kneel this one out.
And with minute 20, that will just about take care of it. They'll have to snap it one more time, and that will send us straight into the Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. And we'll keep it right here and start that right away. Looking for a loan with no hassle? We can help. Local bank, local lenders, your community, your local community bank, Fox Valley Savings Bank. That's coming up in 47 and counting down seconds. They're going to wait for this thing to tick to 40, snap the football, and that will do it. As both teams will trot out on the field here and get things done. 42-20 is going to be the final score here from Fruth Memorial Stadium. The Cardinals down by 7 at halftime. It was a blow-up of a third quarter that ended up costing an opportunity here to beat one of the top 5 teams in the state. So number 5 versus number 6. The final score doesn't look like it, but the Fond Cardinals had a few good things happen here tonight, but Franklin made more plays.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals offense played well. They moved the ball. They had a couple turnovers, but you can live with that usually. I mean, Franklin took advantage of their opportunities, and even the Cardinal defense played well. They stuffed the run on first and second down, tried to shut the run on, and just they got beat by the big play. It's little things you can work on in practice this week heading into your game against Appleton East.
Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show. BCI Burke play of the game. Now hiring in different departments and shifts. Log on to burkecareers.com. That's burkecareers.com. And, the play of the game, I was hoping it was going to be that huge fourth down stand for the Cardinals.
I mean, we both were.
But the play of the game ends up probably being that pick six, and it's really not a play of the game so much as it is a series of about 2 minutes where the pick six happens, and it's shortly followed up by the pooch kick that the Franklin Sabres recover, and then they score again, and another pooch kick, they recover and score again, and just like that, you see 21 points on the board, and you're down by 28. And for Fondy, it was pretty great, it was pretty great for Franklin, not for Fondy. That about 2 minute stretch that they had in that third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's just things like a defending state champion can do, though. They know how to pounce on teams. They know how to go in and just finish a game. They don't let teams hang around, and they took advantage of the turnovers. They took advantage of their opportunities. It's just it's gut-wrenching for the Cardinals, but it is a wake-up call, going into the next couple weeks. And I think Coach Sam Pluker will bounce back and get these guys ready heading into the FVA play.
So Marion University's player of the game, move on there. Marion University has many different programs to choose from. Log on marionuniversity.edu to get started today. Well, if you're looking for a player of the game from either team, you're looking at Boston Halloran. Halloran had more touchdown passes today than he did incompletions. Finished with 4 touchdown passes, just 3 incompletions. He had a late completion for 8 yards. That put him, in my book, at 325 yards. That is a night, a ball game here for Boston Halloran, the senior quarterback for the Sabres. For Fondy, I look at a couple of names. Ethan Wagner-Lang, talked about him, called his name a bunch here in the second half, Cullen, and a couple times in the first half as well. 6'5" receiver, made some things happen, showed his physicality on that last touchdown. And then on the defensive side for Fond du Lac, I thought Heldon Krieger was all over the place tonight. Had a bunch of tackles like you mentioned. We don't have enough paper and pencils and eyeballs to be able to track all the stats, so don't know how many he had, but he was all over the place for Fondy.
Yeah, I mean, he came out, he made tackles when they needed. He helped shut that run down, and I mean, he played well. I mean, he can be happy with himself. The defense, and honestly, both sides of the ball can be happy with how they played. And like I said, going into the second half, when both special teams units are playing well and nothing really happens, no one gives them credits, but also special teams can win and lose you games.
No doubt about it. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform a timely repair if things go wrong. Next game broadcast just seems like a few hours from now. Tomorrow, 1 p.m., your St. Mary's Springs Academy Ledgers taking on Darlington. What to look for?
I mean, if you're going to come out, if you're going to watching this game, I mean, looking into it, we've been preparing all week. It is going to be old school smash mouth football. Darlington runs the wishbone. They want to come and attack you. And everyone knows how Coach Bob Hyland likes to play. He wants to come out and smash the ball down your throat, play fast and as hard as they can defense. If you like old school football, you're going to love this game.
There you go. That's coming up tomorrow from Fruth Field. Want to thank you so much for joining us here tonight. The Quest Interior scoreboard reads 48-20 final score here. 42-20 final score here as the Fond du Lac Cardinals take one on the chin to the Franklin High School Sabres. Today's broadcast presented by Edward Jones and your local Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Thanks to Cullen for joining me. I'm Jordan King saying so long, good night. Cullen, best of luck tomorrow on your game against Darlington. Want to thank the good crew, fine crew here at Radio Plus Info, and bid you good night from Fruth Memorial Field. You've been watching Cardinal football on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
Edward Jones, Integrity Saw and Tool, Bauer Chiropractic,
Fondi Family Dental, Baker Cheese, Right Way Home Improvement,
Quest Interiors, Addison Jones Real Estate, Holiday Automotive,
Taco Bell, Bristol Morgan Bank, Coal Oil and Propane,
Pioneer Pit Stop, The Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
National Exchange Bank and Trust, LK Interior Systems, Silica for your home,
Brademan Stone Landscape, the offices of Everson and Gibbs, Bob's Pizza,
AirTech, Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal,
Scotty's Auto Works, St. Mary Springs Academy, Canberra Casino,
Fond du Lac Credit Union, Marchant Schmidt, New Medical Center, Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly, DDS,
Connex Corporation, Fox Valley Savings Bank, BCI Burke, Marian University.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at RadioPlusInfo.com.